Cool. I'm just one of those girls that can do a lot of drugs and not die.
There can be no doubt of the absolute terror of the two people in that car. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels.
Mackenzie Shirilla murdered my son, Dominic, as well as Davion.
I'm so deeply sorry. I hope one day you can see I would never let this happen or do it on purpose.
She decides she is going to end everyone's life. Let's watch.
Mackenzie, going to prison because you did this. Only God at this time can have mercy on her soul.
Welcome, my friends, welcome. Tonight, we are reading the court documents that our friend Legal gave us for Mackenzie Shirilla's trial. Day 4, witness 1 is, drumroll please, Detective Awesome. I'll let him introduce himself.
I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
So today, we've been preparing all the exhibits for your flight here on Con Air. We're so glad you're here. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. If you're on the replay crew, welcome. So glad you're here. We are going to spend our day with Detective Jesus, aka Detective Awesome. Then we are just going to fly the friendly skies. We don't know where we're going, where we've been. I did notice, though, that when I try to put the map up for you guys, you can't hear me. So I am going to not look at the comments yet because I want to show you our latest map. If you are new, welcome. If you haven't told us where you're from yet, please drop it in the comments because we are creating a map with little pinpoints, and we have a USA map and a world map because we want, I think he was born the same night that Con Air was born. If you were there, you know. If not, don't worry. You didn't miss anything. But I would like to show you the late. This was not updated last night after our friends were here last night. I haven't updated it since last night. But before yesterday, it's updated. And then this is the world down here. Australia, don't worry, I see you. Because America just happened to be like more at the time, that's why we have more. Okay, now we have a ton of exhibits today, and I can't wait to show them all to you. I think, well, first of all, welcome to Con Air. We have no idea where we're going, where we've been. We just hope you land safely. Now, we actually have a pretty good record for that. On Con Air, please, we only have 2 rules here. One is don't be a dick. Number 2 is act like you're an English lit, not on Facebook. There's no problem with disagreeing with each other as long as you're respectful and kind and not like rude. I just don't like rude. Well, and I don't think it's, I mean, we're not even, I don't know. Anyway, I am going to pull up the court documents. I think we decided it needs to be over here so that you guys can see it and you can still hear me. All right. Last night, where are you guys? We completely bailed on the recross of the Crash Daddies. If you are familiar with Karen Reed case, then you'll know that reference. And I reread a little bit today. They lost anyway. And he just tries to create confusion, and we're not. Oh, first of all, welcome. If you're new or you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We will set sacred space because every time I try to do something without setting sacred space, it never works out well for me. If you don't know what that is, or if you were taught a different way, or we're going to go over it. I was taught before any healing modality, any moving between dimensions, to set sacred space. What you're doing is you are creating a sacred space around your energy so that nothing that is not of the highest and widest light can enter, And the way that I was taught is I call in the Guardians of the South, Archangel Michael. On the west, I call in Kuan and Isis. On the north, I call in Sandalphon. And on the east, I call in the Magdalena clan. I ask that the grandmothers of the universe surround this sacred space and only allow us to hear and see the things we need to hear and see to convey the message. Also ask for protection of everyone watching. And we'll ask the grandmothers of the universe. Oh, no, we'd ask for the grandma. We'll do Raphael to be our bouncer so that it is safe and protected. Okay, now that I'm a little calmer. Please, I'd like to thank our Con Air crew. We have a few flight attendants. Hopefully they're here. I'm not even looking because I will fall down that rabbit of a hole of love. The Con Air flight crew is Jamie and Debbie. Please give them a little love. Phil still hasn't changed his things, his permissions. And Bobby is our go-to guy. He's pretty much the emotional support friend, also makes food, drinks, fun, and laughter. And everyone else that's here, I love you, and I'm so glad you're here. We are heading to court because Judge Russo does not play. She doesn't like anything out of the ordinary. And I will make myself tiny. We are going to get into it. All right. So this was the final wrap up of yesterday because nothing productive happened and they lost. I mean, if anyone feels called to watch it, grab the FOIA docs watch it, read it. All right, here we go. The state of Ohio, county of, I can tell you what the county is. She'll tell us. Cuyahoga County.
Cuyahoga County.
I think it's funnier when it's a jail call.
This is a prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual at Cuyahoga County Correction Center.
Okay, so we're in Cuyahoga County in the Court of Common Pleas, Criminal Division, the state of Ohio versus Mackenzie Shirilla. The defendants, okay, this is case number CR 679612, CA 1131674. I'm sorry, 113167, volume 404. I had to cut down some of the stuff we've already read because it was like skipping last night. And so today I cut it down. All right. The defendant's transcripts of the proceedings. We have all of our same people. Okay. And it's the prosecution and the defense. We have I'm guessing these are going to be all of our exhibit. Today is a busy day for the exhibits. And I tried to grab as many of them as I could. Oh, all right, cool. May it repeat defendant's transcript of proceedings. May it be remembered that at the May AD 2023 term of said court, to wit, commencing on Thursday, August 10th, 2023, this cause came to be heard before the Honorable Nancy Margaret Russo in courtroom number 18C, Courts Tower, Justice Center, Cleveland, Ohio, upon the indictment filed here in 2-4. That's like the Old English. It's meant to keep us in a trap. I'll explain this someday. Oh, whoa. Here are all of our witnesses. This isn't just for today. This is, okay. Mostly today we are watching some body cam of, a trigger warning for any of those. We are going to watch both of the police officer's body cam, the drone, the Life 360, what else? The maps, the EDR report. Okay, come on. Man, we've seen all this stuff. We're going to just jump ahead to court. Are we in court yet? Oh, here we go. Thursday morning session, August 10th, 2023. Judge Russo, you may be seated. Does everyone have their phones off? Is everyone's tray table in the upright and locked position? Please prepare for takeoff. Okay, I didn't hear a yes from the gallery. All right, Mr. Troop, you have a witness. And before we start, oh man, sidebar. We have a sidebar. All right. Who's next? Troop, Mr. Troop? Your Honor, the state calls.
I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
I love it when he talks for us. Can you raise? Okay, now he's getting sworn in. We know that. Okay. Okay. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Okay. These are his qualifications. Good morning, sir. Okay, state your name. We know he's a detective. Oh, he's also a lawyer. I don't know if he passed the bar, but what training and job... Okay, this is true. What training and job experience, if any, have prepared you for your position? I went to cop camp. I went to Ohio State Patrol cop camp. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Kent State and a master's degree in legal studies from Cleveland Marshall. And you were assigned to investigate the fatal car crash that occurred. Oh, you know what we haven't seen in any of this is the bill from the Plidco building. It is like, I wanted to say, I don't even remember. It was expensive. You were assigned to investigate the fatal car crash that occurred into the Plidco building on July 31st, 2022. Is that correct? Yes, sir. When did you become involved in this case? 6:30 a.m. Monday morning. I became involved on August 1st, first thing in the morning. Literally, it was like 6:45 when he sent his first email. We read the document. If anyone would like to read along or listen to the 97-page document that he wrote, it was phenomenally written, and it is in this playlist. Oh, okay. All right. And upon becoming involved in this case, what was the first step you took into your investigation? The first step is I requested the city cameras from the IT department, the city of Strongsville. Objection, that's me. I'm sorry, Judge. I'm looking up the law. I'm sorry, excuse me. Detective, I'll ask you to repeat the answer to your question. Wait, did Mr. McDonald have his phone on? He didn't put his tray tables up. Oh, I think that's what this is. I think he literally interrupted this coincidentally. Oh, what an idiot. Okay. Oh, Troop looks over at him with like eyeball roll. I'll ask you to repeat the answer to my last question. Yes, sir. The first thing that I did was I requested the video surveillance from the city of Strongsville cameras from our IT department. And did you obtain that video from the Strongsville city department? Okay. Sorry. Did you obtain a video from the Strongsville city cameras? Yes, sir. Tell us about that video, please. The video shows the Toyota Camry approaching Progress from southbound Pearl Road and making a controlled turn from southbound Pearl onto westbound Progress Drive. Okay. I would like you to take a look at State's Exhibit 803. Don't worry, we will. Don't mind if I do. I am just pulling up exhibits. It's not in the state as 803, but I cheated and saw what we were looking at so I could try to get some of this stuff together for us. Okay. We are going to grab... Oh, you're over here. Okay. Please hold. I'm just grabbing Exhibit 803. It is right here. Okay. I just deleted it on accident. Sorry, guys. I'm coming. The captain just needs to make a few adjustments to make sure you fly safely and comfortably. And okay, here we go. All right. Thank you. We don't know where we're going, but hopefully we'll get you where you need to be. Okay, so I think he's going to call for Exhibit 803. Okay, I would like you to take a look at State's Exhibit 803, please, and let me know if you recognize this exhibit. Detective, do you recognize this exhibit? Yes, sir. What is it? This is the video surveillance I obtained from Strongsville IT department. I'm going to play this, detective. Would you let me know when we see the Toyota Camry as it leaves the screen? Yeah, we will. This is going to be muted because there's no sound here anyway, but this is what they're playing in court. Okay. State's Exhibit 803 was played for the record. Now, what do we see in the screen right now? We see the rear end of a Toyota Camry. Oh, we do? Okay. We see the rear end of a Toyota Camry. The time stopped on the video is 5:34:34. Whoa! Guys, I must say, we are very good at our jobs. Okay, the time on the camera is 5:34:34 on July 31st. All right. In the course of your investigation, did you investigate the timestamp on this video? I did. And what were the results? This is the time that is synced to the cell phone towers. Okay, this is true. The prosecutor. After receiving the city camera video, what was the next step into your investigation? The next step was to contact the medical examiner's office to obtain the report from the autopsy done via email. Did you receive anything back from the medical examiner? Yes, sir. And what was the next step? The next step, oh man, I think I need to pull up his report actually, because his report is in this chronological order and we might need to reference it. They call him Detective Invests, okay. Detective, let's see. There's Glover. Hey, DEA, welcome. I'm just grabbing this police report because I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to need it. Oh, good. I put them together. Okay. Okay. We now have the report in case we need it. Okay. And what was the next step? The next step was that we had a controlled substance that we took to the lab. Well, that I took to the lab for testing. What did you do with the substance that you took to the lab? Hey, Proctor, here's a chain of custody lesson. After it was packaged and entered into evidence, we submitted it for testing. Okay. And specifically, what substance are you talking about? The controlled substance that looked like mushrooms. So we had an EMT. Wait a second. This is an answer, not a question. It's labeled a question, but this, I think, is just the rest of his answer, because he says, the controlled substance that looked like mushrooms. We had an EMT technician. No. I guess this is true. We had an EMT technician testify that the removed substance from the defendant. Oh, that's what, we remember that ambulance guy that he took off of her body. Is that what you're referring to? Yes, sir. Did you receive any results from the lab upon submission? Yes, sir. Your Honor, may I approach? This is State's Exhibit 213. Oh, don't worry. We have State's Exhibit 213. And we are about to pull it right up. Come on down, State's Exhibit 213. I mean, it's just a bag of mushrooms, I guess. But if you don't know what that looks like, we're about to find them. Okay, there's our detectives. I'm just going to put this with that. Okay, and now we just need the picture of the shrooms. Thank you for flying with us tonight. We're so glad you're here. All right. I mean, we've looked at, oh, here it is. Okay, I was like getting over it. All right, here is Exhibit 213. Detective, can you please look at this and tell us if you recognize it? Yes, sir. What is it? Oh, darn. After all that, it's the final lab report. I didn't pull up the lab report, but these are the mushrooms and her scale and some cash. And what were the conclusions on the lab report? Oh, they tested positive for mushrooms. And if anyone would like to get a breakdown of the mushrooms, we've done a separate video on that. The conclusion was the net weight was 6.91 grams. Coincidentally, the exact amount that was ordered that night minus Paul. Oops, I don't know if we're allowed to say his name. Minus the host of the not party, the sleepover. It was Psilocybin, Schedule 1, 95%. Thank you. At any time in the beginning stages of your investigation, did you have the opportunity to meet defendant Mackenzie Shirilla? Can you identify her, please? Yes, I did. He didn't ask to identify her, but that would have been good. Tell us about that meeting. On the same day, August 1st, 2022, I went to MetroHealth to the ER to visit with the defendant, Ms. Shirilla. And did you take a statement from her? I did not collect a statement, no. What was your purpose of that visit? Well, I went to introduce myself, check on her welfare, and let her know that she was under investigation. Provide her with my business card for future interviews. All right, we heard testimony in this trial about an event data recorder or a black box. Yes, sir. Did you participate in investigating that in any way? Yes, sir. What was your investigation in regards to the black box? I drafted a search warrant requesting the court's permission to obtain the black box or the EDR and to analyze the data within. I then made a phone call to get Ohio State Patrol in analyzing the data. He had called the Ohio State Patrol to help him out. We also heard testimony in this trial from folks who had information to share with us about the night of July 31st. Yes, sir. We heard from Kelly Varja. She is absolutely, in my humble opinion, beautiful. And she's from Parma, those Parma bitches. We also heard from Paul. He was the host of the little sleepover. And this is a name that shall not be named, but he had the Life 360 stuff. Yes, sir. Did you also interview these folks? I interviewed two of them. And one of them was, I read the report and watched the body cam. Were all three of them interviewed by the Strongsville police? Yes. Were those conducted at the Strongsville police station? Yes. Were they recorded? Oh, yes, they were. We also heard testimony from the kids with the friends that had Life 360. Do you recall that? Yeah. Was there anybody else in the course of your investigation that provided you additional information from the Life 360 app? Yes. There was another young man who gave me another screenshot, and that young man is redacted for the best of all of us. And in the chat, please don't mention any of these guys' names. We don't know what happened that night, but so we're just going to avoid it. Okay, and for no particular reason, like I could literally care less, but we don't really know what happened that night. Okay, I'd like to show you State's Exhibit 218. Do you recognize this? Yes, sir. How do you recognize this exhibit? Oh, this is the screenshot. All right. Excuse me. We just need to grab our evidence. And we will grab State's Exhibit. Please tell me I didn't delete it. Okay, I know I had it. So State's Exhibit. Oh, okay, I know where this is at least. Hopefully it'll be right here. Okay. Actually, yeah, this will work. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm just going to show you this because this is a blown up version of the screenshot from Life 360. This came from the kid in the red jacket who shall not be named. Yes. Did you recover any physical evidence from the crash site that you believe belonged to the defendant? Yes. Oh, you guys, I found the Balenciaga purse. Oh, okay. Welcome everyone. Thank you for coming. I am so glad you're all here. It's okay. For anyone who's been with us for a little while since we were reading the text messages, I will explain it later, but apparently I am beyond excited, and we'll go over that in a little while. What items specifically did you associate with the defendant? There was a cell phone, clothing, a couple of handbags, a backpack, marijuana, suspected marijuana, more drug paraphernalia, and money. Okay, specifically in reference to the cell phone. What, if anything, did you do with the cell phone? I got a search warrant, and I'm going to go ahead and bury her. I obtained a search warrant from the court to extract the data. Did you extract the data from the defendant's cell phone? Yes, I did. Take us through this process. How did you do this? So once we had the search warrant in hand, I turned the cell phone over to our IT department. I made a phone call. Wait, hold on. Let me back up. Mrs. Natalie Shirilla, the defendant's mother, requested the phone back. Multiple calls, many calls, wanting that phone back. And this is when he makes a deal with the devil. He says this in an interview. I called her and I said that I had in my possession a search warrant. Should the defendant, Miss Mackenzie Shirilla, provide me with her password, we can access the data very quickly and extract the data and give it right back to her on the same day. So the deal with the devil was getting her password and getting into her phone, or she was going to play hardball, and he threatened to send it back to Israel to get it unlocked, and it could take a year. And she went along with that? Yeah. Well, the little coercion. Not really coercion. I mean, she's 17. She wanted her phone. So where did this take place? At the Strongsville Police Department. Did you have the opportunity to visit with the defendant again at the Metropolitan Hospital? Yes, sir. A few days later. Approximately which day? I want to say maybe August 7th, but I'm not sure. Okay, it was early August. Yes, sir. Is there anything significant? Oh, yes, there is. There was something very significant, huh, Mackenzie? He hasn't gotten to it yet, but I think I deleted all of the evidence that I collected. So here we are. All right, I'm going to find exhibit the exhibit he's about to call up, so that we'll be ready for him. Okay. Oops. Please hold. Okay. We are getting this exhibit ready. And I'm going to find the number. Oh, he'll probably tell us. Okay. And is there anything significant in your investigation that took place at the hospital? Well, several things stood out. The main purpose of that visit was to return her cell phone and some of her personal belongings. Some money, cash, clothing, a bag. And while I was there, I wanted to provide her with a copy of the search warrant and the inventory that had been completed. A conversation occurred while we were in the hospital with Steve Shirilla, low test. If anyone watches AG Tactical, he calls him low test Steve, the defendant's father and her mother being present. At some point, she spoke in a language that I did not understand. Whoa, excuse me, hold on. Let me stop you at that point. Were you wearing an officer-worn body camera when you went to the hospital? Oh, yeah, I did. Did you record anything? It's an audio recording, the conversation. Why an audio? Well, for privacy purposes. I didn't want to record video inside the hospital. You testified that the defendant... Objection! Overruled. Sit down. How did you describe the language she used with her mother? It was a language I did not understand. Did she say anything that you did understand? Well, afterwards, she made a statement. Who is she? Excuse me? Oh my God. I wish I like everything about Judge Russo, but don't answer him. Detective, awesome. Be like, I'm not talking to you. The defendant made a statement. Oh, he's answering. Fine. We're going to, excuse me, who is she? The defendant made a statement directed to me or to her mother, but in our direction. Why don't you just take my license away for 10 years or something like that? This is Tim Troop. You testified directed toward her mother. Do you believe her mother would take her license away? Objection! Overruled. Sit down. That was the narrator. No, absolutely not. Okay, did you perceive that statement was directed towards you? Yes. Mr. Troop, I would like to play State's Exhibit 216. I stopped at 1 minute. Okay, well, we are about to play Exhibit 216. Hi, welcome. If you're new, welcome to Con Air. We are flying the friendly skies. So far, so good. We have a little bit of wind coming in from the north. Anyway, we are about to switch over and watch the exhibit. It's the audio recording of Detective Jesus at the hospital with Mackenzie. I put pictures of her in the back of the cop car. Somehow people are confused, which is like confusing me because it's not her. She's not speaking in the back of the cop car. It's just the visual because it's just an audio and YouTube doesn't accept just audios. So we're about to watch a video of Mackenzie. She's literally in the back of a cop car, but the voice is Exhibit 216. What exhibit are we on? Exhibit 216. So we are going to play this until the 1 minute mark, and then we are going to return to court.
Sure.
Oh, we'll rewind it.
Record. Okay. I'm recording. Sure. I'm only going to audio record just for your respective privacy.
Steve, come. Can you? Everybody feel.
Okay, so this is your bag. There's some clothes in it. And we're going to give this back to you. There's some money here. I'm going to open this. So
You put it in my bag?
yeah, we have to count it though. I just wanted you to witness that all the money is in there. Okay, it's just accountability. Do you mind? Is that okay? All right, cool.
Okay. I stopped it at the 1 minute mark. Do you recognize State's Exhibit 216? Yes, sir. I do. That's the recording from my department issued camera. I'm going to move this up to 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay. 7 minutes. And 30 seconds. Okay. Oops. All right. And then let's see what he's going to do. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to wait. I want to see. Let's keep reading the transcript for a second. I want to see. He said he was going to move it up to 7:30. We did that. And then can you hear that from where you are standing? Judge Russo says, I can't. Oh, one moment, Your Honor. Detective Azu needs his water. He's like, may I please have my water? His throat is getting parched. Yeah, she's like, of course. Again, okay, Tim Troop. Again, this is State's Exhibit 216. Okay. The court, I still can't hear it. Is there any way you can bring it up so he and I can hear it? Yeah, of course I can do that, Your Honor. Permission to approach the bench. Sure. Thank you. Okay. I stopped. All right. So now he played it from 7:30 to 7:55.
His house. Well, spending most of her time there. I believe her purse is a red.
So is Chloe's Davia.
Her purse is with us. Is it? What's your purse?
It's Christian Dior.
Okay, not the Michael Kors. There was a Michael Kors purse in the car.
Yeah, so I carry with like
She had several purses, but her
my
purse
main purse
was her ID and stuff
missing.
was at the house.
Where was it?
Okay. Wait a minute. Wait, I have questions about this purse now. Rosie, why does this make you look extra suspicious if she thought it was a Michael Kors purse, but it was Christian Dior or whatever? I have questions. Maybe we'll cover that. Okay. So we stopped. Okay. Stopping it at 7:55. The recording we just heard, is that a fair and accurate recording that you made at Metropolitan Hospital? Yes, sir. Did you discover wait, we didn't hear anything that she said to her mom in a different language. Okay. Did you discover the language that the defendant was using when she spoke to her mother? All right. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm going a little bit ahead. We didn't hear anything. I wonder if they played the whole thing. All right. Why don't we... I'm just going to check the transcript and see where she starts talking in... I mean, what were they talking about? He must have been talking about something important. Because we didn't hear anything about doing community service. Right, Natalie. Have another trying to tell us that she was wants to do community service. Yeah, okay. I wonder what I would even search this as. Okay, why don't we I don't know. Okay, so Detective Azu. All right, we're going to start it right here. All right, at 3:51. 3:31. Okay, 3:31. This is the detective explaining to her that he is not there to interview her. He literally was coming to introduce himself. And so we're just going to watch a little bit of this because somehow in our minutes, we missed the minutes of her talking and Carney talk.
I'm not going to interview her. She's obviously not in a good place to be interviewed. She has an attorney. Once she's released, I gave you my contact info. Have your lawyer give me a call or give me your contact your lawyer's contact info, and then I'll call him. And if he wants her to cooperate, that's his decision. If he doesn't want her to cooperate, that's his decision. I do want you to know that a lot of people are coming to us and reporting things. And so usually,
Yes, I was told that.
the most accurate information we're going to get is from her. So whether or not she chooses to cooperate on advice of counsel, that's up to her. I'm not going to coerce her whether.
What are the people coming in and saying?
I cannot tell you that. That's the investigation. That's
It's
why.
better if it has nothing to do with the prep,
Well,
right? Because
we have to put everything together. But this is a copy of the search warrants with the affidavit and everything that the judge looked at. Okay? I'm going to take my paperwork back. Do you have any question for me?
I have one. Were they able to pull video? I know you off the building across the street.
Well, again, I cannot comment on the investigation, but we have some evidence.
people going through my Snapchats too, like opening stuff.
We did not. We just narrowed your.
I see like three of them open.
Okay, we did not. But either way, even if we did, we have a search warrant. So, which allows. We're going to look through everything that's on your phone. Okay, up until the moment that I gave it back to you, or until the moment we mirrored it. So, we also have. We're gonna look at the car tomorrow. We're gonna download the black box from the car, so we know if there was any type of error. We're gonna have OSP. They're sending a Reconstruction trooper to look at it and download the material. We also got a search warrant for that as well.
Where is
The market's on Marcus Road.
It's in our possession. It's in our impound lot.
my insurance said that they pay for storage fees?
Yeah, that's fine. But we're not releasing it yet, so they're not gonna be able to go look at it.
No, I didn't know if I had to pay a storing fee. I'm just trying to. I don't
Your
know.
insurance should take care of that. But I would like to know who your attorney is. I need his contact information.
Can I send it to you later because I have a meeting with him? We haven't officially shook hands and dotted I's and T's. We're having a conference call this afternoon.
This is a very difficult situation, and you can put this on the record. I am not here to try to interview your daughter and get some incriminating info. I'm not.
I know.
At this point, we are investigating. I want to protect her constitutional rights. So it's very, very important that your lawyer gets in contact with me or I get in contact with him so we can say, hey, sir, are you going to let her cooperate? Or if he says we're not saying anything, then we have to build our case based on everything else. Unfortunately, there were 3 people in the car. Only one is still around to tell us what happened.
Yeah.
So, but the decision is hers. Okay?
When do we find out about mechanical errors? What's the time frame?
Nothing is going to come out anytime soon. This is going to take months. I want you to please understand that I'm going to be your point of contact with Strongsville Police, but it's not going to be a quick process. I'm not going to call you next week and be like, yeah, case done.
Will we know if anybody's pressing charges?
If anybody presses charges, it's the county. It's not the families. Okay, the state chooses whether or not they want to charge her, not the people. This is not a civil. We're dealing with a criminal act. If there's
Can I say something to her?
Yes.
기생이가 있으세요. 니제 기생은 like 이상 기생이죠. 지지 지지 reasons. It's always like Jesus. He's like he's like for these like seasons is a reason we can. Yeah, like can I just like take my whole license away for like 10 years or something like that? Like I just.
Okay, I do have a lawyer. Talk to her. My daughter.
Okay, now we heard it. All right. Okay, back to court. Okay, the recording we just heard, is that okay, yes, we read that. Did you ever discover the language that the defendant was using when she spoke to her mother? At a later time, yes. I investigated it. And in your investigation, what did you learn? How did you go about your investigation first? So I took a short clip from this and I sent it to the Baldwin Wallace Department of World Languages, and I asked them to try to identify it. The director, objection, overruled. During the course of my investigation, I found out that this language was not an English-based language. It was rather like a twisted English, added letters, subtracted letters to the English language. Okay, did you take any investigative steps beyond submitting this to the Baldwin Wallace Language Department? Did you take any further steps to try to discover the contents of those statements? Yes. I requested the assistance from other detectives. During the course of my investigation, I found out that it's what's most commonly known as Carney talk. So I asked area detectives if anyone spoke it. And there was a detective from East Cleveland who also did Oh, we didn't know about this in the bind over. Oh, you dummy. So okay. Wow, there's a detective from East Cleveland who did, so I turned it over to her and asked for the translation. And did you ever receive an accurate translation of those statements? I wouldn't say entirely accurate, no, but just enough to stop the investigation. To stop it. Thank you. Did you obtain additional video specifically in relation to this crash site? Yes. What video? I asked Detective Vanek to conduct a walk and talk with the businesses on Progress Drive to see if anybody had surveillance cameras, and that's how we obtained the videos. Okay. Where did you obtain video from? Parma bitches. The Parma Movers, also known as Lincoln Movers, Parma Movers, also known as Lincoln Movers, provided us a video, and Eurofin's Test Oil also provided video. I am going to play this exhibit 804. Do you recognize this exhibit? Yes, sir. Okay. So we are assuming that the next part of this is going to be exhibit 804. Okay. I'm going to put this in slow motion, but okay. Yes, he recognizes it. And what is exhibit 804? This is the video that was provided from Parma Movers. Is that the same video Detective Rawson testified about yesterday? Yes, it is. You testified that you obtained test oil video as well? Yes, sir. Before I play exhibit 802, we heard Detective Vanek's testimony regarding the timestamps. Do you recall that? Yes, sir. And did you also have the opportunity to investigate the difference between this video and the city camera videos? Yes, sir. What again was the difference in time? Test oil is 4 minutes and 20 seconds faster than the city camera. Okay. If you are squeamish or listening to this crash makes you uncomfortable, fast forward or pause it because we're about to listen to it. Because this is what really did it, I think, based on the sentencing hearing for Judge Russo. Detective, I'm going to play exhibit 802, and I would like you to make a note on the timestamp at the moment of impact. I will ask you that question after I play the video. Yes, sir. Okay. We're turning the sound on. So this is a warning. If this makes you squeamish to hear the video of the car crash, pause it right now. And then you'll see the court documents when it's time to come back. Okay. Okay. We're going to play this. Oh my gosh, you guys didn't even see that. Okay, we are going back to court. So that is done now. The state's exhibit 802 was played for the record. Stopping at 30 seconds, what was the time of impact on the video? 39:42. Oh, we were at 39:46. In your investigation, did you conduct calculations of the time difference between when we last saw the defendant's car on the city cam until the moment of impact? Yes, sir. How much time elapsed from the last frame of the city camera until this time of impact? It was approximately 59 seconds. It was less than 1 minute, approximately 59 seconds. We had the opportunity to view some body cam and dash cam of officers involved in the initial response. Did you have anything to do with those videos? Yes, sir. I have reviewed them. Okay, did you do anything else besides review them? Yes, sir. They have been preserved, reviewed, and turned over ultimately. Did you, in the course of your investigation, execute search warrants? Oh, yes, we did. How many search warrants, if you know, have you executed? Approximately 15 in total, from everything from the car, the phone, all of social media, and iPhone. We heard evidence in this trial of toxicology analysis being conducted on the defendant's blood. Yes, sir. In your evaluation, did you have anything to do with obtaining the defendant's blood? Oh, I wonder if he's going to bring up the fact that somebody played with it. Yes, sir. And what, if anything, did you do? I drafted the search warrant. I actually drafted 3 and served them in person to MetroHealth's record department and to the lab. Michelle Rumaninsky from the Bureau of Motor Vehicles testified yesterday. Did you interact with her in the course of your investigation? Yes, sir. And how's that? I reached out to her via phone requesting the defendant, Miss Mackenzie Shirilla, she's sitting right over there in case you forgot the bind over hearing, BMV records, the application for he didn't actually say that, that was the narrator. The BMV records, the application for driver's license, and the paperwork involved. May I have one moment, Your Honor? Mr. Troop. Yes, sir. Mr. Troop, did you have contact with Metro Toyota in regards to the defendant's Toyota? Yes. What was your contact with Metro Toyota? I wanted to know the service record on the vehicle, when it was last serviced, and the documentation. Why were you interested in that? I wanted to check and see if the car was in good operational status. Did you receive any information to satisfy your inquiry? Yes, sir. And what did you receive? I received the service record indicating it was last serviced, I believe, on June 16th, 2022. Would you recognize the surveillance records if I showed them to you? Yes, sir. May I approach? Surveillance records of what? This is State's Exhibit 800. Will you look at 800? Do you recognize it? Yes, sir. What is Exhibit 800? Oh, these are the service records. Oh, we just looked at those last night. Okay. These are the service records provided by Metro Toyota. Okay. You testified that you extracted data from, okay, I guess we don't need to, I think he's just showing these to the court because he's already going on to something else. Okay. You testified that you extracted data from the cell phone belonging to the defendant. Were you able to determine any information of use in regards to the GPS data? Oh, yes, he was. Okay. We are just pulling this up and we are going to look at the GPS data that went along with Mackenzie Shirilla. Okay. You testified that you extracted data. Yes. Okay. All right. Here is the GPS report that he's testifying to right now. We're going to go down. I hope we go through it, but I don't know if we will. Okay. Were you able to determine any information of use to you in regards to the GPS data on the cell phone? Yes. What specifically did you receive? I specifically wanted to know if the defendant had traveled before in the area of Alameda and Progress. and if she had been there before. Were you able to locate information on your phone that answered that, on her phone, that answered that question? Yes. Hold on. Let me look at this with you guys. I just want to see if this is the one that tells us that she was there 3 days before. Okay. I don't think this is the one. So we're going to go back to court. Okay. In the nature of the information, okay. Were you able to locate information on your phone, on her phone, that answered the question? Yes. What's the nature of the information that you located? Under the location tab, I was able to tell on July 28th of 2022, a cell phone pinged in the, that I want to say her cell phone pinged in the area of Progress in Alameda. Well, to be fair, you don't know if the defendant was personally there. Is that correct? Yes. What can you tell from the information? All I can tell is that the phone was there. Oh, I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 212. Do you recognize this exhibit? Yes. What is it? That's a screenshot of the software Celebrate that I used to review the data on the phone. This is specifically the intersection. It's a Google. Oh, okay. So yeah, this was, I think, a Google map overlay of the intersection of Progress and Alameda. I see a number 7 in the middle right-hand top. Okay, let's see if this is the right one. Do we see a number 7 over here? I'm missing something. Oh, Celebrate. What is this? Couldn't have been, if it's this easy. I can't believe I deleted that. Oh, this is her text messages. Okay. I feel like we have to have this. Oh, is this it? Oh, yeah. Come on down. I think. Oh, no, this is Davion's phone. Ooh. One of our friends is going to love this. Hold on, though. I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves. What would this be called? Sorry, team. Thank you for remaining patient and seated during your flight. You are going to enjoy Con Air because we just fly around the friendly skies and we don't know where we're going or where we've been. But you'll make it there because we have money invested in you. All right. What is this called? Would this be here? All right. I guess we're just going to have to skip this because I don't even know where to look. But I'd really like to find it. When I search Celebrate in my Google Docs, all Karen Reed and John O'Keefe stuff comes up. It's not even Mackenzie. All right. Well, that's not going to work. All right. I'm sorry. Thank you, team. Thank you. Your captain is just looking for this exhibit, which I didn't find earlier either, apparently. So what is this? Yikes. Okay. I'm just going to look at one more thing. If this isn't it, we're just going to keep flying. Oh, no. All right. Thank you for flying with us. We're just going to continue. I don't know where that is. All right. I see a number 7 in the middle. Okay. Well, we do have a map. At least we can look at something because I still want to look at this map. This is not the map he's discussing. He's talking about a different one. But what we're looking at, if you are folding laundry or you're not watching, this is a Strongsville Police Department Detective Bureau supplement report. Incident title, Oh, he hasn't even put a ×2 on here for unaliving someone on purpose or aggravated. The date of the supplement. Oh, why you don't? Okay, one last thing. I'm just going to check supplemental reports. Oh, yeah. Come on down. We're just going to open every single supplemental report because I don't know which one it is. Okay. Oh, remember in the bind over when the defense attorney was pretending that they never updated the death certificates? Not true. I'm looking right at him. All right. Well, one of our friends, I think, I don't think it's legally, I think it's someone else, but all right, we're going to keep going. At the request of Tim Troop, on February 3rd, I used Google Maps to outline the likely direct route from the host's residence on Brushwood Lane to Dom's house. Okay. Map 1 is the direct route. Okay. All right. Back to court. So now we at least kind of have an idea of where they are. I see a number 7 in the middle right top of the word Alameda. Did you put that there? No, sir. How is that 7 there? That was populated by the software and the data that I required. What does it indicate? That the phone pinged in that area approximately 7 times. Judge Russo, I couldn't hear the last part. Pinged in that area? Yes, approximately 7 times. On the same day? No, Your Honor, at different dates. On Exhibit 212, there are several timestamps toward the bottom underneath the map. Exhibit 212. Oh, you guys, we have to have this report. Like, there's no way they didn't give us that. Welcome to Con Air. We are so glad you're here. Thank you for your patience while we adapt to the atmosphere up here. We're just trying to find the most comfortable flying location for you. And I am going to find this report. There's no way. I mean, we have all, thanks to our lovely dear friends, Legally and the FOIA document draws, we have it all. Like, there's no way we don't have this. Except I don't think I've ever seen it. All right, well, I still don't see it. Okay, we're just going to keep going because I don't want to be here forever. And you don't either. We're trying to get you to the nearest airport that might not be your destination as soon as possible. All righty. Oh, darn. All right, we're just going to go back to court. All right. What are the dates and times of these timestamps? Those are the timestamps, the dates and times that the phone interacted with these towers. It must have received or sent some type of communication to trigger the indication. What are the dates and times of the timestamps? From what I can see here, July 28th, 2022, there are 3 entries, and then there is something that is below. For the purpose of your investigation, were you looking at the July 28th date? Yes. Can you ask him what the other dates are? Oh my God. I cannot believe this judge is making all the lawyers look completely incompetent. If you know, do you know anything about the other dates that are on this? I do not. Okay. We do see at the top right-hand corner that there are some additional dates. Would you agree with me, Detective? Yes, but I'd have to come closer. With the court's permission, you may. Starting at the top, oh my gosh. Wait a second. We have to have this. 0728. Okay. I remember seeing something like this. Do you think this would be in records? I remember seeing something that looked like that table. That's the CAD report. Okay. All right. unless this is it, and then I'll really stop looking. I need my assistant. Can my assistant please do this? Bummer. All right, back to court. Okay, 0. All right, starting at the top, would you go ahead and read the dates starting with 0? 07/28/2022. Number 1, 7/28/2022. Number 2, 9/10 of 13. Number 3, 5/7 of 2011. Number 4, 2/14 2008. Number 5, 4/27 2016. In the course of your investigation, did you look into those previous earlier dates? No, I did not. Why not? I was just concentrating on the time right before the crash. Okay, and in 2013, how old would the defendant have been? 8. Okay, so if my math is correct, okay. Were you present for the interviews with Angelo Russo? Yes, sir. And were you present for the interviews with Christine Russo? Yes, sir. Were those interviews recorded? Yes, sir. Did you also interview Hench? Yes, sir. At some point in your investigation, did you review further the Life 360 information provided by shall not be redacted? I did. And what did you do in that step of your investigation? Okay. We do have this specifically from Davion's phone. All right, these are the screenshots that were provided. I wanted to look at the routes that were taken from Lund Road to Brushwood, where where the host presides. I was inquiring about the directions, which routes they took. Okay, let's look. So we have this we have this in a bigger map. Okay, here's a bigger version of what we're looking at in court. Why were you interested in the route from Lund Road to, and when you say the host, what geographic location is that? He lives in the northeast corner. He lives in the northeast corner of Strongsville. Strongsville is the square. Northeast is up right. So I wanted to know which route was taken there from Lund Road. Okay, now that's the other map. That's this. So here is the sleepover up here. And Lund Road is where Dominic lived, right here. Okay, so I wanted to know which route was taken from Lund Road. And what street was that? Well, you take Lund. What street does Paul live on? Brushwood. So you're looking from Lund Road to Brushwood? That's correct. What did you do? I discovered that when the defendant and the decedents went to that house, they took Lund eastbound, then northbound to Pearl, and east on Whitney to Brushwood. Okay, so he's going from, this is how the car goes. It goes here, take a left, come up here, take a right, and you're over at Brushwood Lane. Okay. I want to show you Exhibit 19, which has already been introduced. Do you recognize Exhibit 19? Yes, sir. What is it? This is a photo from the screenshot of the Life 360 app. Oh, we also have that. You haven't lost me. I am finding the screenshot. Oh, there it is. Okay. We are about to look at the screenshot as soon as it is done. Okay. Hello, friends. You haven't lost me. I'm just going to show us this. Oh. Okay, we are just pulling up the exhibits. Thank you for your patience. Okay. We are just about to show you. All right, we'll keep going in court, and when this is done, it's like over halfway done. Okay. This is a screenshot of a photo. It's a screenshot from the Life 360 app that was provided to me with a Google overlay of the directions. And who is this provided by? Redacted. And he testified in court during this trial. Is that correct? He did? I don't remember him testifying. What does the white dot? Okay, hold on. Now we're ready to look at what he's looking at. Okay. What does the white dot on this Life 360 application indicate? The white dot was the starting point, or one of the points of the operation where they drove. And at the times in the Life 360 app, tracking the moments of Davion's phone, yeah, they are. And we have a more detailed, we have all of the Davion's phone's 360 things right here. Oh, the white dot. God. Okay, we're here. Found it. Oh, thank you for flying. Okay, so here's the white dot that they're talking about. Okay. And the times on Life 360 tracking app are the moments of Davion's phone. Yes, sir. Are what? It looks like at 10:30 p.m. to 10:39. Okay, where are we? Okay. 10:30 to 10:39. Oh, well, all right. Oh, so this is the way they took. Okay. Where does Life 360 say that Davion's phone was located earlier in the evening? At 20120 Lund Road. Specifically, it says that? Yes, it says that. Where does it say the phone was located? It says near 20120 Lund Road. And at what time period? 10:48 to 11:30. Okay. 10:48 to 11:30. Okay, there's our 10:38 to 11:30. Okay. What is the route that is depicted on this map? This is the center of town. So 82 at Pearl Road. It looks like they traveled northbound to Whitney Road going east. Does Life 360 data indicate that Davion's phone arrived at Brushwood via Progress or Alameda Drive? No, sir. Did you investigate how long it takes to go from Lund Road to Brushwood? No. You didn't do any investigation on how long it would take to get there? No, I did not. Showing you Exhibit 22. Do you recognize Exhibit 22? What is this? This one similarly shows the path from 11:30 to 11:39 from the Life 360 app, also provided to me by Redacted. And it shows the direction from Pearl Road to Whitney in that area. Okay, so that's the next one down. All right, again, we see a white circle. Is that correct? Yes. What does the blue circle indicate based on Mr. Coy's testimony? Objection. Oh, abstain. Do you independently know what the blue circle means? Yes, Your Honor. Sucker. Do you want to ask that again? Do you know, based on your investigation, what the blue circle indicates on Life 360 app? Yes. That is the key at the bottom. Okay, we have the key at the bottom. That is on this picture. The key at the bottom, okay? That key at the bottom, which shows it's a color-coded key. You can also look at what the blue circle is, and it tells you. I believe it's phone usage. If you scroll down right there, those circles are color-coded. The blue means phone usage. Okay, looking at this map, are you able to describe for the court where Progress Road and Alameda Drive are? Your Honor, may the witness step down so he can indicate physically on the map? Well, this is not the best map, but right here. So what would be Progress in this area? You are pointing at the area in the far left of the screen, and it's just above the number 42 on the map. Okay, so he must be looking at a different map. Does this have a 42? No. Okay. What about the other one? Oh, 42. Okay, we found it. Okay. Yes, that's correct. That's approximate. Mr. Troop, I should have asked you to stay down here. I'm going to have to do the same thing again. May the witness step down again? Go ahead. I'd like to show you State's Exhibit 14. Can you please identify this? This appears to be a Google Maps overlay showing the Lund Road address traveling northbound on Pearl in the city of Strongsville. Does this exhibit also depict Progress in Alameda? Yes, it does. Can you please point those out to the court? So this is Pearl, Progress, and now South Alameda right here. Detective, if the defendant was driving from Brushwood to Lund Road at 5:30 on Sunday morning, would Progress in Alameda have been a shortcut for her? No. Would it have been a bypass route? No, this is way out of the way. Okay, there's another map that he shows us the two different ways that she could have driven. And this is the overlay, I think. Okay. I will explain this if you are not watching. Please don't you fret. Okay, I'm just going to keep reading with the court record until he tells us what we're doing. Okay, and if you could indicate the sort of route the defendant would have taken to arrive at Lund Road. What are the options available on this map? Based on this map, okay, the most direct route is this route right here. This is the most direct route. This is what he's explaining. So you go from from the host down here, down Strongsville to the center, and then on to Lund Road. That's what he's explaining. Based on the map, the most direct route would have been to take Pearl all the way down to Lund Road, westbound on Lund. That's the most direct. If you choose to go to Progress, west, okay, so now that's the other map. This is what he's explaining right now. So she could have come down here, and this is what low test says. Dom wanted her to avoid the center of town because of all the cops. But the detective is showing us that she would have just come out here, come down here, straight down, over. Low test blames it on Dom, of course. Why wouldn't you? Okay, if you could, all right, here we go. If you chose to go, that's the most direct, okay. You can go back east on Westwood, which would bring you to the front of the police station. So it's just north of State Route 82 in this town center. If you chose to continue straight, you would have to go through residential developments, which will end up eventually putting you back out right here by Mulligan's Bar on 82, or westbound on Westwood Drive to Prospect. Okay, this is confusing. He's just showing that this is not the most direct way. May I have a moment, please, Your Honor? Sure. I have a couple more exhibits that I would like to show you. Before I do that, would you strike that? How long have you been an officer with the Strongsville Police Department? 10 years and 2 weeks. Prior to becoming a detective, what was your position? We'll go back to court while we're talking about this. I was a patrolman. And what sort of things did you do as a patrolman? I responded to calls for service, emergency calls, community caretaking functions. We have showed you several maps in court. Are you familiar with all of these locations? Yes, I am. And can you describe for the court the traffic pattern in Strongsville, Ohio, from the Brushwood area to the Lund Road area at 5:30 in the morning on a Sunday? Oh, actually, yeah. I used to work the night shift for approximately 8 of my 9 years on the road. And the night shift extends to 8 a.m. So the time of the crash would have been within when, oh, yes, we knew this. We said this. It was right at shift change. Like they were light. They didn't have as many officers on. Okay, we said that at the time. So the time of the crash would have been within when night shift was still on duty. There's very, very, very light traffic to no traffic at all in Strongsville on a Sunday morning until about 8 or 9 when you start seeing everyone heading to church. The businesses are generally closed. It doesn't turn into a parking lot like on Monday through Friday. It's smooth sailing. How many traffic lights are there? Judge Russo is like, where? How many traffic lights? God. Come on, troop. How many traffic lights are there in the route that we showed on exhibit? Oh my God. He wants to know how many traffic lights are between the sleepover and Lund Road. He's like, I don't know. There are multiple. Are traffic lights on a timer? Strongsville installed. Anything smart is not smart. That's part of the 2050 plan. Strongsville installed a smart system for traffic lights. That's not time-based. It's traffic-based. So if there's no traffic, you're going to see green lights like this. So you can just keep cruising. I would like to show you several exhibits for you to identify. I'm going to hand you States Exhibit 5 and States Exhibit 6. I would like you to identify those for the court, if you would. Okay, States Exhibit 5 is the Psilocybin packaged and label. States Exhibit 6. Oh, we have this. We just looked at it. I have questions about the purse, though. Put a pin in that because I want to come back to that. All right. Okay, so States Exhibit 5 is the psilocybin packaged and labeled, and States Exhibit 6 is the digital scale. Both of these items were covered by the paramedic. Oh, were recovered. Oh, man. I forgot how to pronounce Briera medic. It was the EMT who was present. Captain Stainslaw from the defendant. Oh, remember, it was on her body. In States Exhibit 5, the item that you delivered to the medical examiners. Wait, is States Exhibit 5 the item you delivered to the medical examiner? Wait, why would they take drugs to a medical examiner? Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. Detective, you testified that you encountered the defendant on 2 occasions at Metro Hospital. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Oh, thank you, Tim Troop. Oh, my God. Finally. Do you see the defendant present in the courtroom today? Yes, I do. I would like you to indicate where she's seated and identify her by what she's wearing. We stipulate. Thank you. Nothing further. Is there a cross? Oh, Yay. Oh, good. We're going to have a cross. Camille, get those windpipes ready. I am going to run to the bathroom. And then, hello, my friends. I am so glad you're here. You have no idea. Oh, all right. Grab a drink. You're going to need it. Hopefully, well, this cannot be as bad as the bind over because they lost. Well, I guess they lost the other one too, but they lost the 2 big charges in the juvenile court. In his defense, he did a phenomenal job on the closing argument. Welcome. If you're new, I'm so glad you're here. If you're coming back, welcome back. I know exactly what the defense attorney's job is, and I know exactly what the prosecutor's job is. And it's his job to defend his client. It is not his job to be rude about it. There's no reason to ever be rude, in my opinion. And he is rude. Based on the court transcripts that we read, thanks to our friend Legal, who hooked a brother up, we are about to take a pause because I need to use the restroom, and I will leave you with something entertaining. What should I leave you with? What is this?
Well, I can't talk about anything on this stupid fucking phone call.
Yes,
so.
Because Baldhead is listening. Hey, what's up? Pay my bond and get me out of here, please. Like, go to a bail bondsman and see if they can do the 10%.
I don't know how much an appeal is. Okay, so can we just wait until Monday?
Yeah, let's just wait until Monday, and when I can just they're probably going to take my bond away at Monday.
Where do you get ready? Where do you get dressed?
Yeah, the Harry Potter theory. Are you guys gonna come tomorrow? Like, am I gonna be able to see you on the courtroom tomorrow? But sorry, let's just not strip search again.
Okay, I gotta tell you one more thing.
What?
It was published in England. Okay.
What?
Yes.
It's world news?
I think the Daily Mail just publishes it in all their publications, but yeah, the UK.
It's on the Daily Mail?
In UK.
Maybe Kim Kardashian will reach out herself.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, grab a drink, everyone. We're going in. Whew. Welcome, everyone. I am so excited everyone's here. I am more excited than ever. I want to come say hi. I feel like, yeah, why don't I come? I'm going to take a little breather and come say hi to you guys because I need a break before we dive into this. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited you're here. Oh, the bun. Hi. Oh, okay. While we're over here, I want to show you guys. Oh, wait. I can talk still, I think. I have to move it over here. We have so much fun swag that was inspired by everyone here. And it was hilarious. We have the fuck t-shirts and stickers. And we have, if you were here during our reading of the text messages, we have what the fuck, Conair, bet, I'm hella pleased, Your Honor. Pharmaceutical sales. We have stickers, t-shirts, bet in a girly way and bet just regular. Conair Flight Crew, bet sweatshirts, bet stickers. How do you spell eventually? A Conair boarding pass, more Conair Flight Crew, Conair Flight Crew mugs, t-shirts, hats. Missing something. Well, maybe that's all we have up so far. But anyway, thank you for coming. It's the first link in this video if anyone wants to get swag. It's a limited time, and it all started with Mackenzie Shirilla. Okay, I'm here. Hi everyone. Welcome. Oh, show the comments on the stage. Sorry guys. There you go. Jamie just got home from work. Hi Amy Carey. Hi Jamie. Hi Debbie. Hi Chris Grill. Cochran on oh, thank you. Thanks first. Oh, if you guys want to drop where you are, then we would love to put you on our map. We created a map the night that Conair was born, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we'll find it. I mean, we have a map. Well, at least Kay won't have a ton of different messages to go through when she breaks. Hi, Amy. She might just got home from work. Yes, Amy. Okay, wait. We have Debbie, Amy. I can start. Oh, start. Let's go those. Hello, welcome. Woohoo. Thanks, Vic Brat. Welcome. Lisa Jackson. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys are so fun. Thanks, Sammy. Oh, Sammy. Boo. Thanks. I love you guys so much. That's so fun. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you for your thoughtful presence and gifts and for being here and spending your night with us here at Con Air. I even made a script for us that's like literally identical to what the ladies say on United or one of those. But now I can't find it, so I can't read it to you. But no, I was thinking of you guys. Oh, for our friends that have been here since the reading of the Dominic and Mackenzie Shirilla, guess what I found? I found the Balenciaga bag. It was in one of her text. Maybe Instagram. Oh, I took a screenshot because I want to talk about it. But I was so excited to tell you guys. I had to like forget about it. The bun. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited you guys are all here. Thank you again for coming and spending some time with us. Please like, share, subscribe, and do all the things. We're trying to get to 10,000, and we can't do it without you. And the Con Air flight crew is wonderful. They are the best. Paula, makes me sick how and her mother are happy. Well, yeah, they've got some problems. Hi from New York City. Woohoo! Hi, Jay Steve. Hi, Kate. Hi, Jamie. I was wondering what is this question? Where you were? Oh, we're right here. Hi, Paula. Hi, Steve. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, hello from Scotland. Yes, I love Scotland. Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie. Welcome, Katie. Yes, we love Scotland. I love Scotland, actually. Oh, my God. Okay, this is like totally sidetracked. One of my favorite parts of Scotland is Outlander. And I know. I've probably watched it like 6 times. I don't know if I've told you guys this or if it came up during Karen Reed, but New Hampshire, because they're ley lines, they're all connected. And there are rocks in New Hampshire that form the same shape that they are in Scotland when they travel through the rocks. And I happen to be in that state. So I Googled it, and I don't think it says it anymore. It's been a while now, but it said, please don't try to time travel. Like someone literally put that on the Google rocks for Outlander. I mean, for New Hampshire stone, it's like a New Hampshire Stonehenge, and there's 5 locations of this line, of that line, that directly connect to Scotland. But anyway, the point was that someone said, please don't try to time travel. And I was going to go check it out and see if we could. I thought it would be really fun. Apparently I wasn't the first person to think of that though. All right. So my friends, I think that was the break that we needed to jump back in. Oh, and if you're new, welcome. If you don't like the accents that I put with them, I'm really sorry, but I can't do it any other way. It's the only way. I've been in Scotland. I used to live in England. Me too. Love what Kate's doing. Oh, show her some love. Yes, Debbie. Go Con Air crew. The flight crew. We do need to make flight crew for our mods that's like exclusive. This is only going to be here for a short time anyway, because I have already ordered 2 of the sweatshirts. I got the Bet one and the Con Air one because the night that Con Air was born, I wanted it. Okay. All right, we're going in. Yes, thank you, Deb. Oh, so much. If you like what's going on here, please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. We're trying to get to 10,000. And we cannot do it without you. So get your drinks, wet your whistle. Yeah, limited time offer. Thanks. That's the word I was thinking of. It's just going to be here for a limited time offer, which is true because Mackenzie Shirilla is going to, but I do like the what the fuck shirt too. I feel like I could wear that around the kids, and I don't have my own children. I'm an auntie, and they're at an age they might think it's funny. I love the accents. Keep the accents going. I giggle constantly. Yes, Paula. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, Paula, did you see Australia got a couple of, one of our very dearest best friends is in Australia. I haven't talked to her a while, actually. So I put you on there. All right. I'm going to wet my whistle and head back into court. Okay, here we go, team. Yay. All right, here we go. Okay, if you weren't here during the bind over, I have to come back. I'm just like psyching myself up. During the bind over hearing, this lawyer had the detective on for, it felt like hours. I don't know how long it was in real life, but, and not one, only at the very, very end did the prosecution object. He was like hanging out to dry. And I really like this detective. And I'm just really hoping that even the judge has been objecting. Like, come on. Tim Troop, you have one job. All right. I do like Tim Troop. I think his intentions are pure, but I just didn't like the way he let this detective hang, and we love this detective. He even has his own voice memo.
Detective Jesus. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
And he does love to say aggravated murder ×2. All right, team, I'm going in. Let's just hope that Camille does not get a workout. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to wet my whistle and we're going in. Cross-examination of Detective Awesome.
Detective Jesus.
Oh my God. Hey, detective, how you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? Do you remember prior testimony testifying that Dominic Russo did not have a seatbelt on? Oh, Jamie, this is your time to shine. Go, Jamie. This is Jamie's moment. We said, actually, all right, in his defense, we did say that the defense should bring it up. Everyone else has said he hasn't. Good. Okay, good start. Strong start. Okay. Do you remember testifying that Dominic Russo did not have a seatbelt on? Well, I'll have to look at the transcript. I don't recall. Would you like me to show you the transcript? Oh, isn't that funny? In Massachusetts, they don't have transcripts. Like, what are all those people doing in Karen? If you don't know the Karen Reed case, it is infuriating. And there's a woman who looks like she has a hose over her face, and she's the transcriptor, apparently. And they cannot pull up a live transcript at the time. It's annoying, and I feel like it's just part of the like old school, but it's like I feel like they do it intentionally. Anyway, I would have to look at the transcript. I don't recall. Would you like me to show you the transcript? Yeah, yes, please. I'll direct your attention to page 243. Okay. You said he didn't have a seatbelt on. Is that correct? Yes. That would be in direct contradiction to what the state's expert testified to as a result of reading the black box. Isn't that correct? Oh, I believe so. Oh, you believe so? Well, now we know so. It's completely the opposite, right? No? Okay, let's talk about when you arrested Mackenzie. What? Well, that... Chaos Monster, just remember that. What date was that again? That was on November. Oh, you want to watch it? Good. Me too. Thanks for asking. I think we deserve this. And I bet he's not going to play it, but we are. Because I'm in the mood. And I want to watch him arrest her for the 400th time. It's always cool. Please hold while we pull up State's Exhibit. I have no idea if this is in the State's Exhibits, but we do have it over here on Con Air, and I think we've earned it. Police body cams. Did our friend, I don't know if she's in here, or he, you have FKR, Free Karen Reed, in your name. Look at how organized our body cameras are. This is literally, you could press play here and go all the way down by the millisecond. So we have 620, 620.09. Anyway, we'll go back to court so you don't have to watch me scrolling. I want to find us the video of her getting arrested. It's so satisfying. Finally. Mackenzie, where is your, oh, I guess what I can search under is just arrest. Then we don't have to go through 92 videos of the FOIA document dump. Okay. Please hold. We have earned a moment of happiness during this cross-examination. We're 2 questions in and it's already annoying. Okay. We are going to find the video of Mackenzie getting arrested. And I want to also show you guys when she gets booked. That's also very satisfying. Thank you for flying Conair. We are taking a short break from, oh, I thought you guys were looking at court. Sorry about that. There you go. I am just taking a quick break to find the arrest of Mackenzie. Okay, finally. She's in the back of the cop car. Oh, we might not be able to. I need my assistant to look through these and tell me and pull it up for us. The co-pilot is busy right now. All right, there she is in the back of the car. Okay. Here. Oh, this is so funny. You guys have seen that. I've shared you this. When the Shirillas come and he calls her a dumbass, her dad. Yikes. Yeah, we've earned all of these. Here she is in the back of the cop car again. Okay, we are going to go through a little bit of a side project because we've earned it. And it's just like watching her cry in the back seat because she finally got caught. Alrighty. Oh, this is her getting booked. Yes, go, Mackenzie. Thanks for getting booked. Okay. All right, we're going to just do it from Plunder. I don't want to look through all these. Plunder. And shout out to Plunder. Between Plunder and phone calls from prison, they got most of these FOIA documents. We are going to watch Mackenzie Shirilla get arrested just because we've earned it. I mean, we're 3 questions in and it's already like chaos muppet. Oh, you know what I can do? I'll play Shirilla in the back of the cop car crying. It's literally just her in the back of the car. I might mute it so it doesn't, well, you can hear the radio in the front while I find this. Okay, that's satisfying, but not as satisfying as watching her actually get arrested. Man, I'm really putting off this cross-examination. All right, here we go.
Where's she?
Right back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2. Okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet?
You got it. You got it. No.
Thank you.
You got it. Okay, just keep your hands right here. I'm not gonna tighten these, okay? I don't want to hurt you. You good? Are they good? Thank you. All right. This cruiser right here.
Actually, he took her out of the car and we did not.
Okay. Do you have anything anything like that? That's your head going in. Don't. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay, wait, I just wanted to say that I have slowed this down and taken out the background music. I mean, any background sounds, and it's super clear. You heard what you thought you heard. We are going to listen again. This isn't the clip that I have. I could show you the clip too, actually, but I'm going to play it again in case you didn't catch it. I do have a clip, though, that has it without any background music.
Don't. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Hold on. I want to turn on. Oh, there are no closed captions. Shoot. It's right here. Okay. So he's just buckling her in, and you literally can hear a voice say, "She killed us." And then Detective Jesus says, "What was that?" Like he even heard it.
Don't. I'm not gonna hurt you.
It was right there.
Recording mounted. Wi-Fi connected. Recording mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
It's just like.
Stand right by that black mat. Straightforward. Yep. Until that door. Step on that yellow line and just face the wall.
Coming back?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
This is the
County juvenile
yeah.
shit.
don't know why they have like 10 of these. I think they're all the same.
So just hers. I don't know. Oh, he's coming back, I think. 11. Are you going to come back to the booking room?
Affirm. I'm on the phone with her attorney, Taylor.
Copy.
What's your first name? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need like all the jewelry and everything to come off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
I can't wear these.
Now, unfortunately, everything's gonna have to come off right now once we know when the detective comes back and we know for sure what's going on. Everything's gonna be bagged up here. It's not going anywhere.
Sorry, this is just like one of those, which is really hard to get off.
That's fine. Take your time.
Okay, so while they're booking her, her parents are out in the waiting room, completely flipping out. So that's all going on in one section of the station. And this is what's happening in the other section of the station. All right, he's just walking.
We talked to the prosecutor's office. We talked about the specifics of the case and everything like that. They said give it all back, so we did. We don't have a use for it now.
Okay.
So that should help with that.
Okay, wait a second. She wants her phone back. So we're just gonna rewind it a little bit and figure that part out.
Recording.
We talked to the prosecutor's office. We talked about the specifics of the case and everything like that. They said give it all back, so we did. We don't have a use for it now.
Okay.
So that should help with that.
What happens now? What am I doing?
Okay, well, Mackenzie's 18, so
The lawyer said they called and said that, not to talk to any cops because she's legal counsel.
yeah, and we read her rights, 18, and we are not going to ask her any questions. We have nothing to ask her, so we're not going to ask her anything anyway. So when we're done with our booking process, she will likely be processed downtown. We'll transport her downtown.
I don't even know where downtown is. What even is that?
Yeah, well, and I don't know whether they
She'll be going to the juvenile detention center.
I can just Google that in the map.
Google the Cuyahoga County Juvenile Detention Center. And then what happens there, we still don't know, because at the time of the crime, she was a juvenile, or now she's 18. So there is a very good chance that they will process her in the juvenile detention center and then send her to the justice center.
Where the 18 and overs are.
Where the adults are.
They will eat her alive.
So we're unsure how they're going to handle it, but that's their processes that have nothing to do with
Once we transport her downtown, we don't have anything to do with how that process is going to work.
Where is she staying? Downtown?
She'll stay at the either at the juvenile jail center or the justice center, one of the two. Whatever
time she'll the time.
Right now she's going. Within the next, I'd say 15 minutes.
I would say very soon.
She's fine. She's fine.
I know she's, when she got taken away, she was like, it's okay, Mom. I know this is just a tragedy. So, okay.
What part, Natalie? The tragedy just started for you, apparently.
So that's it, then I'm done with you guys?
That's it, yeah. And again, any other questions that you have, if If you call here, we will say nothing.
Hey, I'm talking to the police. They gave me my phone back and she's actually getting transferred to juvie like in the next couple minutes. Okay. No, she knows, and they're not gonna ask her any questions anyway. They read her rights, and she knows on it, so. I'll come into the car. Bye.
So as the evening progresses, if you have questions, we can't answer any of the questions. They have to be referred to your attorney, because the attorney talks to our prosecutor's office and all that, and they can work through those details. And anything to do with the detention home or our county, we have nothing to do with that. It's their process. So she's going to be out the door here soon and on the way down to county. And yeah.
So I look up, because I can't hear, juvenile detention downtown.
Cuyahoga County Juvenile Detention Center.
Okay.
It's on the east side of Cleveland.
County Juvenile Detention.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to fix the lighting. Oh, it's almost over.
Yep.
Wait. Oh, she comes back with low test Steve. Whoa, don't worry. That's not the only time they're going to see this. All right, we'll go back to Mackenzie getting arrested, and I'll find the second time she comes back.
What are the green, are those extensions clips? You're gonna need to take those out.
Them out. They're like in my, they're like in.
Okay.
Unless you have pliers, we can get them out. Whatever.
What about that tie?
I'm gonna hold off and see what ends
Right.
up. Because it's kind of weird. I don't know. Corvatus is back there. All right, Mackenzie, just hang out up against that wall to your right.
I gotta take her down.
Oh, you're the one transporting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that clarifies things then. Because we weren't really told.
Yeah, he wants her to go right downtown.
Okay.
Okay, and during all of this, we have low test Steve come back, or he comes down to the police station. There's no sound for this yet. He's eating a bag of chips. Wait a second. I don't think he's turned the sound on his body cam yet. Because I can't hear anything either. I'm just going to make sure. Okay, the closed caption's on. Okay. Now we're just going to pass this part until he comes back in, the cop with the body cam. Comes back in, and here it is. Here comes low test Steve.
It's in the car. I got it on phone. It's in your lap. So, but I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. He does not want you guys speaking to her. And I can get him on the phone, and she can tell you that over the phone if that works, or I can go in and tell her not to open her mouth. How you guys did this on the weekend, she just, what you only do is go, hey, there's a warrant for, we would have brought her right down here with no problem, but you hit it. It's just unbelievable. I mean, she's 18.
So the warrant was issued today.
That's like the most privileged white thing to ever say in the world. Oh, you had a warrant? All you had to do is give us a call. Well, Steve, that's not really how it works for everybody else.
We executed it today. The warrant wasn't issued earlier.
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
So, she can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now. She'll be transferred downtown.
Okay.
I don't know when.
Service just called to advise.
She'll be transferred downtown.
Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter, so she understands whoever, not to say anything to you guys.
Okay, and I don't know about the phone, I would have to ask about that.
Can you go find it's mine, it's not hers, I do need it, I have other children.
And that's how we communicate.
Yeah, and that's how we communicate.
Okay, so
I do need my phone.
I mean, BPD had to roll out the whole mess to pick up an 18-year-old girl who can hardly walk out of a hospital visit. It's just beyond me.
So we follow the law, and that's what we're doing today. So her, the phone that was in her hand is the one that we took, but I'd have to check with the detective to find out what's going on with that. I don't know the answer to that.
Can we find out? I do need it like right now.
Let me at least.
I have another child.
Oh, I get it, So we're gonna let.
Can you, so, yeah. Thank you.
Then am I gonna be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her while she's here.
Why doesn't she get a
Well,
phone
she has
call?
legal
If you arrest her, why
representative.
don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her as soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call. She will be able to make a phone call.
You just need to advise her, she has a lawyer.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she could speak
Yeah,
that.
but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18.
Well,
And you guys are.
Let's just replay that for those in the back. Hey, Steve, remember when you went on Chris Como and said she was innocent?
Years old and she could speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18.
Well,
and you guys are no.
Okay.
All the kids nowadays are dumb, and these guys are going to take advantage of it. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her
from
attorney
lawyer.
can call us.
Don't ask her any questions.
So you dial the number and ring it. Yeah, it's her phone. We're not giving it back. It's her phone.
He goes back and grabs his bag of Doritos and he's like, ay, ay, ay. I just thought that was cute. I love that part. Okay, so now Mackenzie, they're trying to figure out how to get her downtown. And while her dad is in the front acting like a fool, Mackenzie is getting bucked. And I feel like we've earned this because we are about to go into this cross-examination.
We just had, he brought one back the other night. Well, he didn't, but this ag robbery. And they at least gave us a little bit more information saying that they're ready to take.
So I think he called them to verify that they were going to take her, and they said yes with the charges. So
We didn't get that information because I know Mace called us and told us a little bit, but not that because there was some confusion because of the age.
okay, maybe it changed. I mean, she's 18 now, so
That's the only holdup that we had is we weren't sure if she was going to county or.
well, I think because at the time that it, well, I'll tell you more, but I don't know if you want to put her in a holding and.
No, we'll hold off for.
All right.
That nonsense.
I don't know. You're an adult, so as soon as we're done doing what we're doing, you'll be able to make a phone
Yeah, we have
call.
to wait for the detective to come back and we can figure out, just have a seat for us.
Oh, this is court TV. I was like, wait, how did we get over here? This is court TV. This is just her like crying, whining, crying. Oh no, I need my parents to help me. Ah, crying. Oh.
have female in custody, and I'm referring her for the vaginal bronchitis, parking mile is 1615. Good.
Okay, I don't feel like watching her cry. If you've seen 1 minute, you've seen it all. Oh. All right, the rest of that video is just her sitting in the back of the cop car crying. All right, so, okay, I think we got a nice little taster. Now we're going back to court. All right. Grab a drink. We are going back in. Okay, let's talk about the day you arrested Mackenzie. What date was that? That was on November 4th of... Wait a minute. We're back with the defense. Okay. That was November 4th of 2022. You knew she had an attorney though, right? Yeah, I did. And you didn't call the attorney to have her turned in? No. What kind of privileged white people shit is this? Everyone else gets like their house is raided, and this is like goes back to Strongsville hard. Remember during the bind over somewhere, she was acting like an inner city kid, and there was like, no, you live in a suburb, white suburbia. I mean, you don't even have to be from a city or white to know like the white privilege. And like, this is so white privilege. Sorry to even say that. I hate bringing up a race, but it is highly annoying in a situation like this. And he's like, so you didn't call the attorney? Nope, I didn't have to. Just say yes or no. No, I did not. And did you choose to watch her get into that car? I did not. Because she got into a car. Yeah, we just watched it. And your instructions were to wait until a traffic violation occurred and then pull her over. Isn't that correct? No. Why didn't you arrest her at her house? Because the decision to make an arrest her comes as a result of multiple factors. It is not one person's decision. And I had my thoughts, but my superiors had other thoughts. And it was determined that the safest option would be at a traffic stop. It was safer to stop her on the highway. Well, generally speaking, yes, it's safer than her home. Than a home? Yes. How about stopping her 50 feet from the house in a car rather than on the highway? Oh my God, why are you even asking these questions? Well, when she left the hospital, the physical therapy appointment, instead of coming back to Strongsville, they went towards I-71 for a stop to be made. The decision to make that traffic. Oh, and you know how they got her pulled over? I forgot about this. We learned it in the bind over because Natalie hadn't registered her car. They knew this investigation was going on, and they pulled her over for expired plates, I think, or expired tags. That's how they pulled her over. Not for anything other than like herself. She was being careless. The decision was made the decision to make that stop was based on those officers who made the stop. You know what we need to do? We need to bring the jury in because I love this judge and he's very calming.
You may bring the jury.
Alex
You
Murdaugh.
may bring the jury.
Okay. The decision to make that stop was based on the officers who made the stop. They chose the location, not me. Isn't it the reality? You're under oath now that you were told to stop her upon seeing a traffic violation? No, you dumbass. He didn't even stop her. Oh, no. Okay. But for the record, no. I'm not asking. I'm asking you the questions. Okay. Well, you talked about Exhibit 12, the phone ping. Isn't that correct? Yeah. Now, when experts come in and testify about phone pings on a cell phone tower, it's a wide area. They can't quite pinpoint it. Fine, sure. On the Life 360 app, that can't pinpoint. I'm not familiar with the technology and the accuracy. Right. You don't know that at all, right? I wouldn't say I don't know it at all. I would say, oh, you're not an expert. Oh my God. What do you, why are you so rude? Here, we'll just remind you where your client's
Hello,
going.
this is a prepaid collect call from an incarcerated individual at Cuyahoga County Correction Center.
So this guy's so rude, and she got the slammer. She got life with the possibility of parole, but she's already blown that, in my personal humble opinion. Oh my God, he's so rude. He just interrupted him. Okay, all right, I'm okay. We just pushed through that. Maybe Camille can jump in for us since Tim Troop lost his voice.
Hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
So you're not an expert? No, you dumbass. He's the lead investigator. He's not a cell phone tower expert. Outside the scope. Oh my God. Yeah, you're not an expert. Okay. All right. Sorry. I do not want my being annoyed to interrupt this wonderful cross-examine that didn't do any good. This is like, we already know they lost. We don't really have to listen to this asshole. Sorry to swear, but seriously. He's so rude. Ugh. And he lost. Like, he could have been polite. Maybe they wouldn't have lost. Anyway, so you're not an expert? I don't know the intricacies. No, he's a lead detective. He's not a cell phone expert. Oh my God, where's Tim Troop? So you're not an expert? You don't know the intricacies. How can you get up here and testify that this is the exact stop? Because they give you a 6 or 8 digit grid coordinate, you dummy. Also, they gave you some dates. Yes, they did. There were only times in the past 9 years that phone, her phone. Wait, what does an 8-year-old, why does an 8-year-old have a phone? Remember, just like, and probably now it's been an hour in our time, but in this court document, it pinged for the first time when she was 8. Why did she have a cell phone when she was 8? Okay, so you're saying it pinged there, correct? Yeah, it pinged. Okay, then we went to exhibit number, I think it was exhibit 802. Yeah, this is the one that the judge literally stopped thinking about her innocence and completely decided that she was done. You're done.
You're done. You're done.
I think it was exhibit 802 when we talked about the test oil video and Mr. Troop asked you what the time of the impact was, and I believe you said it was 5:39:42. Is that correct? Well, that's the timestamp on the video, you dummy. And then he asked you how much time it was from the car left the view of the city camera until the crash. Yeah, he did ask. And your answer was 59 seconds. Yeah, it was 50-something seconds. Where was the last time that city camera was picked up? Wait, when? Where was the last time that city camera picked up the Toyota? The last location, you mean? No, the last time you saw it. The last time? Oh my God. Okay, apparently Tim Troop is just going to let him hang.
Hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Actually, let me withdraw that. The last time the city camera captured an image of the Toyota. That was on July 31st at approximately 5:34. I want to say 35 seconds. I'll have to relook at it. My question wasn't the time. It was where was the location of the car? It was on Progress Road, just west of Pearl. Okay, so it executed that turn? Yes, that's correct. And what is the distance from where the intersection of Progress and Pearl to the Plitco building where the crash occurred? It's approximately 3/4 of a mile. Oh my God, this would be the perfect... Remember, it takes this car 29 seconds to get up to 100, and that's how long it took her to do the 3/4 of a mile. That would be an awesome time to interject. Approximately. Okay, so Detective Hasu is saying 3/4 of a mile, I believe. No, you don't know? No, I don't know. Okay, did anybody take that measurement? Yeah, it was measured by the experts who testified before me. Oh, yeah, good one. Yes, yes. He just wanted to remind you that he's not an expert. He's the lead detective. He never said he was an expert. Oh. Oh, well, I didn't hear him testify to that distance in court. Well, it's on the paperwork. You have all of the discovery. If you reviewed their paperwork, would you know which report so we could have that information as well? Yeah, you can hand me everything and I'll go through it one by one. There's also, wait, sorry. He's like, yeah, and I'll go through it. There's also interruption. Do we have something about interrupting?
Sure, Jan.
Every time he interrupts, I need something. Okay. There's also, your report. Is that what you want? Nope. Oh my God. It's going to have to be the Reconstructionist report. Let's start with the Reconstructionist report. It's approximately 0.7 miles, approximately 0.7. Would you like to look to make sure? It's up to you. I'm giving you an approximate. I never personally. Oh my God. Even the court is jumping in. Thank you,
hearsay.
Judge.
This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Judge Russo says it's up to you. She wants to say, I am so sorry. He's insufferable. Okay, fine. 0.7 of a mile. Again, that's just an approximate. Oh, wait. Sorry. That was backwards. So 0.7 of a mile. Again, that's just an approximate. Now, you had Mackenzie gave you access to her phone and she fully cooperated. Isn't that right? Yeah. And you talked about the readings, the OVI, the marijuana. Isn't that correct? Oh my God, the court.
Honor, hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Judge Russo says, I don't understand your question. And Detective Awesome says, yeah, I'm not following you. You were asked questions about the marijuana level of Miss Mackenzie's body. Isn't that correct? I don't recall. Okay, make sure that you recovered blood. You made sure that you recovered blood. Yeah. From the helicopter? The life flight? Yes. And you were asked about the results of that? Correct. And the results were what? I'm sorry. I don't recall being asked about the results of her blood. The court. I agree. Oh my God. Tim Troop, cat got your tongue?
Honor, hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Like, I have never gone to law school, but my guess is if the judge is jumping in, like, isn't that a red flag for anyone? Like Tim Troop? And I do like Tim Troop. I just don't like that he lets his guys hang. I just think it's annoying, obviously. Yeah, and the judge jumps in again. I agree, that has not been asked in court. That's because the prosecutor and myself stipulated that you would say it was above per se level. Yeah, yes. That was blood taken shortly after the accident. Yeah, that's correct. And you chose not to charge her with driving under the influence. Yeah, no kidding. You wanted murder times 2, obviously. I mean, Chris Cuomo can explain this. Okay, you were asked about some texts, correct, by the prosecutor? I don't recall. You don't recall? You don't recall? No. Well, Dominic texted people that night that he loved them, correct? Whoa, finally! Oh my God, finally.
Honor, hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Objection, finally. Sustained. Please come up here. I was hoping he was done. Judge Russo, I asked the attorneys to clarify the stipulation about the drugs. Your Honor, there is a stipulation between the parties that the defendant's toxicology results indicated she was positive for marijuana, THC, metabolites, and both of those were in excess per the per se amount per the Ohio Revised Code. Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor. As for this last question, which Clearly, the detective was not asked on direct. It has been stricken from the record. Oh my God.
Honor, hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, honor, hearsay.
Hey, Tim Troop, if the judge is jumping in, get the hint. Okay, they lost. Why am I even getting upset? She lost. Who cares? Oh, my apologies, Judge. At some point during the course of your investigation, you talked about the most likely route and the suspected route, right? Yes, that's correct. You went and showed up the different ways that you could go. Did you drive those two routes to see whether one was faster than the other? During the course of as a patrolman, yes, I have. Okay, I'm saying that during the course of your investigation. No. Did you ever measure those two routes? I hope he says no. No. Did you ever? Okay, just remember, if you're getting as annoyed as I am, they lost. Like, this is all for nothing. It's kind of like we're watching the game and we already know they lost. Except we're on the other team that won. So all this rudeness is just going to get flushed down the toilet, just like your defendant's life. Did you? It was already there. Did you ever do those two routes and then try and time them? No. Isn't that much of a difference in the routes? Oh my God, Judge Russo is getting in again. Tim Troop.
Hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, honor, hearsay.
Judge Russo, he just told you he didn't know. And now she's still involved. Oh my God. If he didn't know, if he didn't exam and didn't do it, how can he possibly answer your question? Okay. You told the prosecutor, okay, this is him again. You told the prosecutors that you talked to a lot of witnesses. Isn't that correct? No, I said I talked to a lot of witnesses. Did you talk to redacted? Yeah, I did. Redacted. Redacted. Hench? Yes. That's the one name. Redacted. Yes. All these names, if you're reading, they're all redacted because we don't know what triggered it. But if you're not watching, don't worry. They're all the same people we're not allowed to say. And they all told you that the defendant, oh, thank God, Tim Troop, finally. The judge has already jumped in like 3 or 4 times, and Tim Troop jumped in again.
Cuyahoga County.
Oh, whoops. Well, there's a jail call for you. Objection. Sustained. As a result of your conversations with those people, did you learn that Mackenzie was a reckless driver? Oh my God. Oh, good. Objection. Sustained. During the course of your investigation, did you investigate Snapchats and other social media as it relates to Mackenzie? Oh, yes, I did. And when you did that, you found 136 files labeled distracted driving. Isn't that correct? Oh, you know what? We should put up. Actually, we have the prosecution's presentation. And that would probably be a lot more fun to look at than this bozo. Please hold. Your captain is letting her blood pressure return to normal, and I just have to remind myself that they lost. All right, we're going to look at the prosecution's presentation. Do we have the options of like phone a friend in this? I mean, I don't have to be so emotionally involved. He lost. It's not a big deal. She's going to spend the rest of her life in prison. Even the judge told her that. All right. So this is what he is referring to. Actually, hold on. I apologize. I'm going to share the court again because I know people hate it when I scroll. Actually, you would want to see these. Okay, so he's doing all of this. I don't know if the prosecutors have shown him this cute little number, but if not, I'm going to show it to you now because we need it. And if you're not looking, no problem. At Connier, we multitask. It says, it's a picture of Mackenzie trying to look cute. And it says, when everybody knows me, not from popularity, but from my horrible reputation. Cool. A mean girl. Okay, wait. I guess we could try to stay with what the defense attorney is getting to. He's going to talk about distracted driving. Okay, here's distracted driving. All right. Careless and reckless driving. Several sources of information have described Mackenzie Shirilla as being a crazy driver. These individuals have stated to investigators that Mackenzie would regularly drive fast, careless, and angrily. According to them, it was common for her to get into road rage situations. Yeah, I mean, we have at least 2 of them. And in the police reports, there is so much contact with the police. When Natalie said that they've never been through, they don't know what to do, well, they definitely know how they were with. I think there are literally 300 police reports, like from just the Shirillas. Below are some examples of careless and distracted driving from Mackenzie's own Snapchat account. This video was dated May 10th of 2022. Mackenzie can be observed recording herself while operating a motor vehicle and attempting to look at the camera. This video is posted to Mackenzie's Snapchat profile, Mackenzie Shirilla. On a video dated March 15th, she can be observed operating a motor vehicle while recording a video. During the course of the video, Mackenzie is observed taking her eyes off the road several times. Additionally, Mackenzie added heart effects to the video. It's unknown if those effects were added while she was driving or later. On a video dated April 19th, 2022, Mackenzie is again observed recording herself while operating a motor vehicle. Additionally, Mackenzie physically manipulates her phone to display her legs are up on the seat and not near the pedals. The video leads investigators to believe that the vehicle was most likely in cruise control at the time of the recording, with Mackenzie's feet on the seat, not near the brake. Well, she doesn't know where that is anyway. And her attention was on the camera. The odds of an accident are extremely likely. Oh, that was a nice little dig. Okay. All right. In a video dated March 24th, 2022, Mackenzie is operating a motor vehicle while filming Snapchats of herself singing along to the music and looking into the camera. She's clearly paying little attention to the road as her eyes can be observed leaving the road several times. These are only 4 examples of distracted driving by Mackenzie. Approximately 8 months of Snapchat history showed hundreds of similar videos. Okay. I don't recall. All right. So he's asking about the distracted driving. Yeah, there's an entire file of just called distracted driving. I don't recall what I labeled them, but I do recall the number being 136. It was either reckless or distracted. Under oath, I don't know what I wrote. Do you want to review your report? I would have loved to see my report. Me too. I love his report. We are going to find it because it is all warm and fuzzy compared to this guy. Oh, here's all my evidence. All right, where is the report now? All right, we're going to pull up Detective Awesome's report. I wonder if this lasts all day. I think it does. All right. Because I remember in a phone call, she talks about how he choked, but you're spending life in jail, so whatever. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm going to share the report with you and we're going to follow along. Okay. All right, Snapchat. So we are going to search for the word Snapchat and see what he's reading. Oh, of course. Okay. I'll try 136. All right, scratch that. Okay, Snapchat. My report is 93 page. Oh, I hope he looks at every single page painfully slow. Guys, we went through this in the bind over trial too. He did this. They did the exact same song and dance. My report's 93 pages long. Can you narrow it down what you'd like me to look for? Or you just want me to sit here and look through it? Yeah. Well, you have an index. Do you remember that part? Oh my God, he's such a dick. All right, fine. We're going to go to the index too. And we're going to see what he's talking about. All right, we're just looking for the index. Oh, it's right here. All right, so we're in the index looking for Snapchat. Oh, Snapchat. Oh, that's Davion. Oh, here it is. What page is this on? Page 53. Okay. Well, this says that it's the church investigation. All right. I'm going to put you guys back on court so I can scroll through this without making anyone feel sick. Just in case anyone wants to remember how awesome this detective's report is. September 25th, 2022. We have read this together, but it just hits different today. At 9:57, Redacted emailed me a photo of Mackenzie attending a party. Well, this is a Kid Cudi concert. This isn't a party. In Cleveland. Saturday, September 17th, Mackenzie was partying at the Kid Cudi Festival in the Flats at Jacob's Pavilion at Nautica. This is so upsetting. 49 days after unaliving 2 people she loved, oh, that's in quotation marks, and had to make it to a downtown party. She also attached a video. We have it. It's like 6 seconds long. Remember, I thought it was an undercover following her. I'm still not convinced. But anyway, the second clip of Mackenzie being wheeled by another, being wheeled by another female. The photo and video were attached digitally to the network folder. Okay. Thanks, Mackenzie, for doing stupid shit. All right, so Snapchat. Oh my gosh, the judge is jumping in again. This is fun. Okay, I'm just going to push through it because otherwise we're going to be up all night and I don't want us to do that. Okay, you have an index. Do you remember that? Sure, that's not in the, if you want me to look. Okay, good. Objection, the court's jumping in again. Hey, Tim True.
Hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, Honor. Hearsay.
The Judge Russo is like, do you mind letting him show you? So she's saying to Detective Awesome, this smartass is going to show you where it is. And Detective Awesome says, well, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, if he has it. You don't have it either? Oh my God. Tim Troop, are you a rookie? I would never testify for him, ever. No one else should. I mean, until he's, I don't know. So now the judge is asking them both, like, neither one of you have it? And Mr. Oh, I had it, but I don't have it now. Oh, where is it, you dummy? Well, why isn't Tim Troop being like, I have it right here? Maybe he left the building. Okay, Detective Awesome. It was either reckless driving or distracted reckless. I don't know the exact verbiage, but I know that it was 136 pictures or videos. I don't know the exact wording. Oh, that's fine. Who brought to your attention the incident of July 17th? Hench or Mrs. Russo? Mrs. Christine Russo did. When did that occur? During my interview with her. You've heard them all. Do you remember when her interview was? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is beyond the scope.
Honor, hearsay. This is outside the scope of cross-examinations. Objection, lack of foundation. Objection, honor, hearsay.
You can look at the index, look at what page it's on, and then you'll be able to find it from there. We'll look at the index on page 45. Can't even. Okay, we're going to look at the index on page 45. Our numbers don't match his. Oh, here it is, actually, I think. What was the date of that? It was I-71. Oh my God, this is not searching anything. All right, well, thanks for flying, Carney. All we know is you're going to make it there. Don't worry about where we stop in between. Thanks for your flexibility and for flying with us. Oh, all right, she's just being a psycho on that. We're going to go back to court. Okay, perfect. This is the interview. That was September 20th of 2022 at 12:15. It was? Okay, September 20th. I'm going to look at that one more time. Oh my God, this isn't search. Oh, I wonder if these are pictures. This isn't a real PDF. Oh, duh. Okay, hold on. I just have to prepare. All right, there we go. Now I can search it in a second. Okay. That was the first time that it was brought. Okay, yeah. It was the first time it was brought to your attention. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. No, we're not even going to read that into the record. He's apologizing for not being more organized. No, you are the most organized person I've ever, well, you're very organized. He's asking you outside this. He's not even asking you questions that are relevant. He's trying to confuse you. Don't worry. When you met with the coroner, actually, did you ever actually meet with the coroner and revise the autopsy? No, I submitted it electronically and then to the secretary. My actual bill. Did you actually talk to Dr. Philo? Yes, I did. As you saw his autopsy, he talked about unaliving, isn't that correct? Yeah, that was somewhere. It was in there. Did you talk to him about it? Oh my God, objection. This has nothing to do with the direct. Oh my God. You'll have the, oh, okay, I guess you'll have an opportunity to recross. He lost. That's all we have to remember. In your review of the Life 360 from Redacted, what question are you asking me? The Life 360 app, sir? It's correct that the phone right before the accident blinked or it was used 3 separate times? I don't know. Oh, okay, you don't remember? I do not know about the 3 separate times. Okay, you don't remember Redacted talking about 3 separate times? No, I don't remember the phone was used 3 separate times. It wasn't. I paid $5 million. It wasn't. He did this before. He like lies to try to trip him up, which is also annoying. Okay. When it hits that blue color, that has 3 separate blue circles. What does that mean? There were 3 phones active in that car. 3 phones were active in the car. Yeah, to my understanding. Is that what you understand it to be? Yes. May I have a moment, Your Honor? Nothing further. Redirect. Yeah, you do. Hey, Tim Troop, welcome to your job. Save this poor guy. All right, now we're on the redirect. Hey, detective, can you reintroduce yourself?
Detective Jesus. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
Okay, finally, Tim Troop is back. Did you see the images that I displayed in the courtroom, detective? Yes, sir. What is that image? That's a Google Maps overlay of the Progress Drive, sir, from Pearl to Alameda. Okay. And it has measurements on it. Is that correct? I believe so. Can you see it if you step down? I will have to. May the witness step down? Yes. I'm going to label this as State's Exhibit 806. Oh my God, he hasn't. Yes, sir. It's right there. Does that indicate the length of the blue on the Google Maps? Wait, does that indicate the length of the blue on the Google Map? Wait a minute. What? Oh, okay. The length of the blue on the Google Maps. This is the length of the blue on the Google Maps, I think. Okay. And you worked, well, I wouldn't go this far. You worked with Google Maps in your course as an investigator, I would say. Okay, yeah. I mean, we all work with Google Maps. Do you use distances that are recorded on Google Maps in your investigation? Yes. How accurate are they? I don't know. He's not an expert in Google Maps. Okay, thanks. Do you remember Mr. McDonald asking you about the marijuana THC content in the defendant's toxicology results? Yes. He asked you about the decision to charge her with an OVI? Yes. Why didn't you charge her? Well, for many reasons. Number one, we wanted 2 murder times 2 charges. I'd like to outline number 1, marijuana. The OVI would have been a misdemeanor. The seriousness of this crime, we're looking at felonies. I did not charge her with any misdemeanor. None of the reckless I didn't charge her with any misdemeanors. None of the reckless operation, speeding, possession of marijuana, the possession of, well, they did actually. The possessing of criminal tools for the money. Oh, that's the trafficking. Those were all at felony level. I didn't want to leave anything behind for the bind over. That was my number 1 priority. Number 2, in reviewing all of the videos of the various social media accounts, the defendant had photos and videos of smoking marijuana in her car all the time. And during the course of my investigation and interviewing witnesses, I came to find out she's a habitual smoker. I'm Jack Chan. Overruled. Sit down. During the course of my investigation, I found out that she's a habitual smoker. Furthermore, the number is the THC in the blood. The impairment is in the brain. We did not have the opportunity to conduct any type of DRE testing, drug recognition testing, or any type of standardized field sobriety to determine that. Also, during the course of my interviews with the people at the house who have testified before, I was told, I'm Jack Chan. Sustained. I'll ask a question, detective. Did you suspect the defendant of impaired driving? Objection. Overruled. I did not. Oh, okay. Why not? Sir, look at the facts. Okay, wait. Let me ask you another question. Do you have any evidence of impaired driving? No. And did you have any evidence of her driving that night? Wait. Yeah. What? And did you have evidence of her driving that night? Yeah. Other than she was recovered from the driver's seat. Oh, that was a good answer. Okay, good. That was awesome. I didn't even get the question. Do you have any video evidence of her operating the car? No. Detective, you've identified several surveillance videos of the defendant driving the car. Isn't that correct? Yes. Do you have surveillance video of her actually driving the car? Yeah. Turning on Progress Drive from Pearl. Okay. Did you suspect she was impaired driving? No. That was a controlled turn. What about the evidence that you received about the crash itself? The court. I don't understand your question. If I was the defense attorney, I would just say objection right behind every time the court has to get involved. Detective, I'm asking you, did the video evidence that you had in your possession when you were considering charges, did that video evidence indicate to you impaired driving? No. Objection. Overruled. Sit down. You testified in regards to Mr. McDonald's question about impaired driving that you had photographs of the defendant driving in her car or smoking marijuana. Yes, sir. During a close time to the crash. I'm Jack Chan. Overruled. Sit down. One of them from 18 hours before. Another was 14 or 18 hours before the crash. I'd like to show you State's Exhibit 218. Do you recognize this exhibit? Yeah, this is one of them. Do you recognize this exhibit? Okay, wait, hold on. We have these pictures. he's going to say, yeah. And I'm going to show you the pictures of what they're talking about, just so that we're all on the same page, because sometimes, what are all these? Oh, these are, oh yeah, this is what he's talking about right here. I started putting all of her Insta or her social medias together. This is the, I'm guessing that this is the picture he's talking about. It kind of looks like a cigarette, but I'm guessing it's not. All right. We are going to bring her over to this. Okay. Thank you for coming over here, you little scumbag. All right. Oops. I am not being very kind. She's a broken little girl. That's the only thing I can say to remind myself. All right. She's a broken little girl raised by a broken little girl. Can you go up, please? All right. That we can chill out. All right. So that is what the state has for exhibit. I think it's 218. Okay, what is this exhibit? This is the defendant with what appears to be a cigarette in her mouth. Oh, there's another one. Where did you obtain it? From her social media. And does it have any time indications? Not this one. Not on this one. It's just 7 days ago. Wait, 7 days ago? She was in juvie 7 days ago from this timeline. I don't know what. Oh, maybe he means 7 days ago from the car accident, not 7 days ago from court. Does it have a time indication on it? It says 7 days ago. Okay. When was this phone downloaded? The phone. Oh, so, yeah. Okay. 7 days ago. It was downloaded on August 4th of 2022. Okay. When we executed the search warrant. What is 7 days before that? That's July 28th and July 29th. Thank you. Showing you State's Exhibit 219. Do you recognize this exhibit? Yes. What is this? This is an exhibit with the defendant. Objection, Judge. I'm going to make one continuous objection and I won't keep objecting. You can, but you're the one who started this. Oh my gosh. I wish we had a recording of her saying that.
You're done. You're done.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Oh, she's saying, sit the F down. You're done. You can, but you started it. Okay, I understand. Yeah, sit down. Okay, what's Exhibit 219? This is a photograph of the defendant with what appears to be a cigarette in her mouth in a vehicle. And the metadata was taken on 7/30 of 2022. Oh, actually, hold on. I was just making this slideshow, literally. Okay, I'm just going to download this because I was just putting together all of these pictures that I was showing you, like the one with her with the cigarette or whatever. It looks like a cigarette. Yeah, sure. Okay, we're going to look at this. These are from her social media accounts. And as I have had the opportunity to spend a lot of time in Mackenzie Shirilla brain, we're going to pull it up because this is what he's showing them. Something in here is what these all come from, like the last week before the accident. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me. It is really, really late, and I'm really psyched you're here. Well, we'll just start scrolling through this. This is literally from the Instagram drop. Well, this is. She needs a few sugar daddies. Yeah, okay. Her Snapchat selling her body, which is completely fine. It's not that part. It's the part that she accuses Dom of cheating on her. And she's literally, have we read this before together? I think we did, because this was in something. So July 22nd, she in her Snapchat. So can we do this or what? And she's like, 4 bands. That's $4,000. You can have 4 straps of $1. Funny. She's like $1,000. Okay, you can do all sorts of things to yourself. And yeah, I'm going to like that. Yeah. I have this not redacted, but just in case. All right, send $1,000 and we can link. You can do anything you want for $2,500. Yeah, right. I'm not going to send you that kind of money. Let me know where you want to meet. Okay, so that's her. This is her. Whoa, this is a little bit close. Excuse me, Mackenzie. She's allergic to the eye stuff. Okay, this I think is the picture. This is a whole sequence of pictures. Her friend posted this for her birthday. And it, according to the metadata, was, according to this court document, the metadata was July 30th of 2022. On the eve of the crash, Your Honor, 14 hours before. Oh, wait, the court said that? Oh, Judge Russo said, wait, did you just say July 30th of 2022? And the young doctor, and Detective Awesome says, on the eve of the crash, Your Honor, so 14 hours. Mr. McDonald asked you a question regarding your file titled Road Rage, Reckless Driving and Road Rage. Do you recall that? I do. Can you tell us? I'll withdraw that question. Can I have a minute, Your Honor? Yes. Showing you State's Exhibit 24. Can you see this? Yes, sir. What is State's Exhibit 24? What is this exhibit? This is a screenshot of Life 360, the app of Progress Drive. It's a Google Maps overlay of Progress Drive. Okay, well, how many blue circles are on it? There are blue circles. I don't remember ever seeing blue. We have to find Davian's Life 360. Okay, just one second. I'm looking through Davian's Life 360 so that I can show you what he's looking at. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is 5:35. I'm sorry, 5:30 a.m. to 5:36. Here are 3 blue dots. This is what they're looking at in the court. How many blue circles are indicated on Exhibit 24? Oh, wait, I see one. Oh, they're showing them closer to the accident. Okay. So they're all using their phones. Wait a second. Where is there only one? Please hold. Okay, that's the start. Oh, it must be this one. Oh, here's one. Okay. So from 11:30 to 11:39 p.m., there was only 1 blue dot in the car. Okay. How many blue circles? I see 1. And to your knowledge, based on your investigation, what does the blue dot on this exhibit indicate? The phone usage. Whose phone usage? I believe this was Mr. Davion Flanagan's phone. Just to be clear, how many circles are here? 1. Wait a second. This one is too late then. I'm going to take you guys back over to court while I just scroll through these really quickly. Well, this is definitely telling us that early in the morning from 5:30 to 5:36, all 3 of their phones were on. Oh, okay, sorry. Here it is. Found it. So 5:30 to 5:36, phone usage, Progress Drive at 5:35. They're going 90 miles an hour. Okay. Just to be clear, how many circles are there? 1. Mr. McDonald asked you some questions about various witnesses that you interviewed. Yes. Have you ever interviewed someone named Rosie Graham? No. Do you know of a person named Rosie Graham? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, tell us about Rosie. I want to hear the deets. Do you know of a person named Rosie Graham? Yes. She was identified as the defendant's, well, one of her friends. I mean, she says she was one of her best friends, but they were new friends. Remember in the in the text messages, she didn't make an appearance until 6 weeks before the accident. Do you know anything about Rosie Graham's whereabouts on the night of July 30th? Yes, she was at Redacted's house. Was she anywhere else that night? We don't know. Your guess is as good as ours. Why didn't you interview Rosie Graham? Oh my God. Jack Shan. Yeah, he just totally ignores him because the judge said you open the door. Yeah, I tried to, sir. Overruled. Keep going. I made multiple phone calls to her personally, left voicemails with herself, her mother. You know what we should pull up? The investigation into Rosie, because Rosie had her own little file. Oh, here it is. Rosie Graham. We're going to have to use our imaginations. And if you're not watching, no problem. Thanks for flying with us. I just wanted to share this with you guys. Oh, Glover, DEA. This is Rosie Graham investigation. Do you guys want to read this? It hits a little different right now. Okay, Strongsville, this is what I'm reading is the investigation into Rosie Graham. Strongsville Police Department, Detective DEA Agent Jason Glover. Incident, aggravated vehicular unaliving ×2. Oh, here. We'll have Detective Hazu tell us.
Detective Hazu. I'm Detective Hazu. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
Report number 22806777. This date is October 10th of 2022. On July 31st at approximately 6:15, Southwest Emergency Dispatch Center received a 911 call from RIP, like literally rest in peace, Tom Loss. The reporting a vehicle had run into the business at the intersection of Alameda and Parker's Drive. The caller did not stop and was no longer in the area at the time, but he came back. But he didn't stop because he didn't want to get off his bike, but he did come back and wait for the cops. Strongsville police and fire personnel were dispatched to the area. Officer Glassy, number 7157, and his trainee, he calls him the rookie, number 7151, were the first units to arrive. Officer Glassy reported a vehicle split in half at 11792 Alameda Drive and requested EMS. The CAD report number is 22-086779, since 3 occupants were reportedly unconscious. While attempting to gain entry into the vehicle, Officer Glassy noticed the unconscious driver, a female later identified as Mackenzie Shirilla, was breathing. Responding officers gained access into the Toyota Camry, which was bearing Idaho registration JIB 3692 via the driver's side door. Shirilla was sitting in the driver's seat with her seatbelt on and her head wedged in an area close to the center console, trapping her. The Toyota was registered to Natalie Shirilla. Strongsville Fire Department personnel arrived shortly after and mechanically extracted the 2 occupants who were still alive. Yikes. Someone was just asking about this last night. One of the passengers, Dominic, was DOA and was not removed from the vehicle by medics. They were doing a triage. They had to, Anyway, the second passenger was identified as Davion Flanagan, and it was reported he had a weak pulse upon extraction, but he passed away in the back of the ambulance. They did call a flight for life for him, though. Mackenzie Shirilla, age 17, was extracted out of the driver's seat, and when asked her name by Officer Glassy, she responded Mackenzie. She was loaded into a fire ambulance and then transported to life flight. The helicopter landed in the parking lot of 20338 Progress Drive. While en route, an unidentified medic, so this is in the investigation. A medic found a clear plastic bag containing psilocybin and mushrooms and a digital scale on her. The items were handed to Officer Valco, number 7146, who was present inside the ambulance. He was just trying to get the guys' names in the car. Shirilla was subsequently flown to MetroHealth Medical Center in Cleveland for further treatment. The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner took custody of Flanagan and Russo. The vehicle was towed to the center towing lot. Throughout the course of the next 2 months, investigators identified several instances in which Rosie Graham, in conjunction with Mackenzie, would knowingly or otherwise conduct afternoon traffic transactions. The following evidence was obtained, reviewed, and prepared by myself, Jason Glover, Strongsville Police, and DEA agent, and Detective Hazu. On August 9th, after having previously obtained a search warrant, investigators received the dump or the download of Shirilla's cellular telephone from the Strongsville IT department. Shirilla's phone contained 91,000 image files, 15,000 video files, and several hundred several thousand text message threads within her device. Upon conducting the search of the device, I began with any data from a 24-hour period prior to the motor vehicle crash. During this initial search, I located a text message thread with Graham, who was previously known to be at the party with Shirilla hours prior to the crash. A review of the thread revealed the following. Instant messages, or IMs, are a similar form of communication to... Is this a warrant? It must be a warrant. What is this? I don't know. And we'll keep going because it's juicy. A form of communication to standard text messages, but instant messaging with Apple iPhones is conducted from device to device directly rather than through cell towers, such as standard text messaging. Oh, that's nice. Instant messaging through Apple iPhones is typically thought to be more secure due to the fact that these messages cannot be intercepted by law enforcement. No text messages can be intercepted by law enforcement. Anyway, upon going through the above-mentioned messages, I identified several conversations in which Graham and Shirilla engaged in afternoon traffic activities. The first such example occurred on July 10th. See, they just became friends. According to the text with Dom, they just became friends 6 weeks before. Well, there's a transcript from a portion of the conversation. Okay. Shirilla. Oh, I love that he decodes it for us. I'll bring a fatty blunt. You're going to meet some girls too from Barbizon. I can scoop you also. Are you down? Yeah, sorry, I was snoozing. Okay, bet. I'm excited. I'm also talking to Dom about tripping. Same. Tripping. Oh my God, yeah. Bro, are you with anyone? I'm going to be with Bubba soon. I've been sleeping all day since I didn't feel well earlier. Bro, Dom is being so weird about tripping because he doesn't know Nina. Speaking of Nina, why wasn't Nina interviewed? I have questions, Glover. Or her boyfriend. Like, I feel bad even saying this because it feels so wrong. So I don't know what to do. I want to be with all of you guys. Oh my God, it's okay. I don't know, but I get it. What should we do? I don't know. Yeah, I'm mad AF at him. He ruins everything. Ooh, it's okay. We'll figure something out. I mean, I want a trip, but I don't know what to do. Well, Bubba and I are going to go camping tomorrow, and we got to buy some shrooms from Dom. Ooh, whoops. Pull up. This is our pharmaceutical sales rep t-shirt. Pull up. We'll get you later. It's oil day, 7:10. Tab day. We're pulling up. What's your ETA? We're smoking a bowl really quick, and then it'll take about 5 minutes. We're going to... Let me put it into the GPS. 13 minutes. In the above conversation, Shirilla mentions that she's been talking with Dom about tripping, a term commonly associated with use of psychedelic drugs such as psilocybin mushrooms or LSD. Shirilla states that Dom is being weird about the tripping and then states he ruins everything. As the conversation continues, Graham states, me and Bubba, that's Landon Turner, are going to go camping tomorrow and we got to buy some shrooms. Shirilla replies to this saying, pull up. We got you later. Based on my training and experience, I know this conversation is representing Shirilla as the middleman, and Graham informs her that she and Bubba will need to get shrooms. Graham already knows that she can order with Shirilla, who will make the deal happen by obtaining them from the pharmaceutical sales rep and provide them to Graham for her and Bubba, the douche. These actions on behalf of Shirilla represent afternoon traffic. This conversation continues into July 11th, where we can see portions of the transcript between Shirilla and Graham below. Can I come pick up the shroomies soon? I think it's in South Africa. Oh, wait, South America. Oh my God. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let me tell Dom, we've got to go on a trip. You just got put through the bathroom? What? I liked it when he deciphered these. Yeah, I'm about to ask. I'll let you know. I don't know what she's even saying. Something about, I'll let you know. Okay, it's $40. Come through to my house. Can I also get a cue of Bud? Detective note. Loved shows up on an Apple iPhone when someone loves a comment. Shirilla, I got you too, girl. Bet. What kind of Bud? Thank you. You're the best plug. Do you want the low or the high price? The low. Bet. Loved it. You should make a TikTok vlog of you tripping. Yeah, LOL. LMFAO. Wait, LMFAO. I want you so bad, but my mom has TikTok and I blocked her, but her weird ass would make another account. Do you want me to come now? I wish I could post stuff like that too. My mom follows me too. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Natalie. Yeah, right. LOL. How far are you? Yeah, but your mom's chill. I'm at Bubba's. So right by the high school. Okay, pull up. Bet. Also, $50 for the quarter, but he says he's going to give you a little more than a quarter. Oh, bet. Thank you. Do you have $10 in change? All I have are 20s. Actually, never mind. I got it. Okay, my bad. I didn't even see that. I could have. It's okay. Bubba had some 10s. Okay, just let me know when you want to come. I'll be waiting in my driveway. Okay, I'm coming. Bet. I'm in the driveway. In the above conversation, Graham is seen asking Shirilla if she can pick up the shroomies soon, and Shirilla advises, yeah, let me tell my pharmaceutical sales rep. Shirilla then provides Graham with a price of about $40 and states, come through to my house. Graham likes Shirilla's comment, in which, okay, yeah, we don't have to know that. Okay. This feature is utilized to quickly acknowledge message. Shirilla then says, I got you. I got you too, girl. Shirilla then asks Graham, what kid? Oh my God, look at when he deciphers it. Look at how many misspelling mistakes. What kind of marijuana? Graham then says, thanks, you're the best plug. A comment in which Shirilla likes. At that point, Shirilla and Graham talk about creating a vlog while they're tripping or high on psilocybin mushrooms. Shirilla then advises also $50 for the quarter. That's an amount of marijuana being purchased. But he said he's going to give you more than a cue. At the end of the conversation, Graham is seen saying, coming, to which Shirilla applies, bet, I'm in my driveway. Based on my training and experience, I know Shirilla is acting as a middleman as described above. In this portion of the conversation, Graham identifies Shirilla as the best plug. A plug is commonly used slang term for rug reel. What do you want? A deal, like a dealer. A source of supply for the rugs. The term comes from the idea that one plugs other people or friends into a connection, such as a traditional plugs into an outlet for electricity. By using this term, Graham and Shirilla are acknowledging that Shirilla is acting as Graham's plug. And as the deal continues, Graham also orders the green stuff, in addition to the shroomies, both of which Shirilla states she'll get from the outside sales rep, the pharmaceutical sales rep, and provide them to Graham. At the end of the conversation, Shirilla tells Graham that she's waiting in the driveway for Graham to arrive to purchase the rugs. In this case, $40 worth of the shroomies, approximately 6 grams, and a quarter ounce of the green stuff for $50. On July 14th, oh my God, how long is this? Okay. We got the hint, right? We are picking up what they're laying down. This is the investigation into Rosie. I just wanted to show it to you, but we are up late and I don't want our crew to get burnt out. Hello, the crew, Con Air Flight crew, we love you. Thank you so much for your help. All right, we're going back to court because, we could read about that all day long. Okay, so he's asking him, why didn't you interview Rosie? Oh, and for the record, we did find her dad. One of our lovely friends actually found their dad. He is a cop. Well, I made multiple phone calls to her personally. I left her voicemails with herself, her mother, her father. I even emailed her father. I subpoenaed her and nothing. Wait, why didn't you get arrested then? And you talked about Rosie Graham's father. Who is that? His name is Daniel Graham, a former police chief. No further questions, Your Honor. Recross? Nothing, Your Honor. That's right. Sit the hell down. Oh, that was awesome. Yay. So we took a little detour and then we were all done. The witness was excused. Do you have any more witnesses? Your Honor, we're pending admission of the state's exhibits and then we rest our case. If the attorneys can please look through these exhibits, I'd like to come back and only go through what you objected to, and we can do the Rule 29. I know you have a 12:30 call. Thank you. Okay, if you could look at these exhibits first, and as soon as you're done with the call, we'll do our Rule 29. Okay, thank you. Recess was taken. The following proceedings were, all right. The state's about to rest, so we're just going to keep going. I'm sorry, and thank you so much to the flight crew. Please be kind to your flight crew. Okay, back on the record. We're now at the point where we're going to admit state's exhibits. I asked you to review and let me know. Are there any disputes about the exhibits? I would just have said no, Mr. McDonald. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have the state's list? I did print out a list for the court. I would object to number 11, the addendum statement. He testified that it was a written statement, and I would object to, I feel like it doesn't matter. Who cares what he objects to? They get their asses kicked. I object to exhibits 219 and 220. You know what you should object to? Exhibit 802. That's the only one the judge remembers. And I object to exhibits 219 and 220, but I think the prosecutor is going to change the numbers. Yes, Your Honor. The two photographs that I introduced of the defendant smoking, allegedly, the green stuff, I believe I introduced the first photo at 218. 218 has already been identified, and that was the Life 360 photograph. So I'd just like to amend the second one from 218 to 220. The two photographs of the Mary Joanna and the auto will be 219 and 220. All right. May I see Exhibit 11? There's one other thing. I'm so sorry. On Exhibit 16 and 17, the text messages to Angelo Russo. I completely understand why what Angelo Russo said, what the defendant said, but if there's anything Angelo said, that should not be included. Fine. Angelo testified that he didn't respond to those text messages anyway. They contained only statements from the defendant. I just wanted to make sure. So are you objecting? I'm not going to object now that there's nothing else going on it. Oh my God, what an idiot. So fine, I'll exclude Exhibit 11. That's the Angelo Russo text of her being a complete psycho, saying she wanted her picture in his coffin. I'll sustain that objection and sustain the objection of 219 and 220. All other exhibits have been admitted. It is my understanding the following exhibits will be admitted. Number 1, MedWorks. Number 2, Glassy Bodycam. Number 3, pictures of the victims in the car. Number 4 is the sketch. 5 are the mushrooms. 6 is the scale. 7 is the Robinson front dash cam. 8 is the rear dash cam. Number 9 is the patient care report. The ambulance driver. Number 10 is the Valco body cam. 12, text messages, faded to black, of Christine Russo. 13, video of the victim's home. 14, video of the victim's home. Wait, we don't have those videos. 15, video of the victim's home. 16 and 17, text messages to Angelo Russo. Oh, so somehow those still got in. All right, good. Number 18, statement to redacted. Exhibits 19 through 27, redacted, and Life 360. Exhibits 28 and 29, redacted, Snapchat screenshots. 30, Kelly's statement. Your Honor, we're not seeking to admit 30. We're talking, okay, fine, we'll take that out. 31, EDR data. 32, EDR analysis. 33, Toyota forensic exam. 34 through 49 is the Toyota forensics exam court photos. 50, Toyota acceleration linkage video. 51 to 54, BMV driver's license application. 55, cash reconstruction report. I think she meant crash. 56, the autopsies. 58, the medical examiner's verdict, the medical examiner's pictures. Your Honor, state is not moving to admit 18. What was 18? Wait, he's way behind her. Who cares? Okay. The court, 100 to 193 crime scene photos. 194 to 208 crime scene photos. 209 is the drone video. 210 is Detective Van Key's report. We are not moving into evidence his report. The court, 211, the 911 call. We're not moving to admit that either. 211, so you're not admitting the 911 call? No, Your Honor. Is there anything else you're not admitting? No, Your Honor. We want everything else admitted. We're now back to 212, GPS of the defendant on Alameda. 213, the shrooms. 214, the map of Lund to Brushwood. 215, the close-up map. 216, the hospital body cam. 218, redacted, Life 360. 219 and 220 are out. 312 to 441 are the discs of the medical examiner photos of the guys. 442 toxicology report, and then toxicology of Mackenzie is 444. 500 to 771 are the Toyota forensic inspection photos. 800 Toyota service records. 801 Toyota recall report. 802 crash video. That is the one and only video. If the defense could have fought that at all, that's the only video she remembered. 803 the city cam on Pearl Ave. 804 Lincoln Parma camera. 806 are the Google Maps. Yes, Your Honor. Is that correct as read? Yes, Your Honor. The court. Motion. Your Honor, may it please the court, pursuant to Rule 29 of the Ohio Rules of Criminal Procedure, I respectfully request that you dismiss certain of the counts. I'm not going to address the vehicular unaliving that contains the reckless portion in it. I'm not going to address that. I'm not going to address the rugs and the possession of criminal tools. Basically, you have an indictment here. Unaliving times 2. Unaliving times 2. Felony assault. You know what the jury instructions are and the definitions of purposely, knowingly, and recklessly. Yeah, it looks like she checks all of those boxes. When you look at the evidence in the light most favorable to the prosecution at this point, the evidence would be that Mackenzie Shirilla and the other two. What? No, this is not at all what happened, and no one agrees to this. The evidence would be that Mackenzie, Dom, and Davion were all together the night before at separate parties. There was no fighting between them. There was some use of marijuana, but they all had marijuana in their systems. They woke up at, well, we don't know what time they woke up. Why are you arguing? Oh, he's arguing 29. Okay. But they got into the car around 5:30. And they took a 3-mile drive from the address and entered onto Progress. When you look at the time on the 360, as for how long it took them to go those 3 miles, we can infer that there's no speeding prior to that. There's certainly no evidence of it. The evidence shows that the turn was executed onto Progress Drive at a normal rate of speed. The testimony from all of the people is that this is a cut-through. I didn't hear one person testify to that in this trial. Okay. I don't testify to. Okay, I guess I don't need to fight it. He lost. It is an area where people normally go faster than the speed limit, using it as a cut-through. Although certain people drive the same route, they said there are plenty of people that speed. Well, then we have the distance, 0.7 of a mile from the intersection to the crash. If you average, the officer said it took about 50 seconds. He said that 2 different times to go from 50 to 59 seconds. To the intersection to the point of impact. If it took 59 seconds, the average speed would only be 45 miles per hour. If it was 50 seconds, I don't even know what the speed would be. We also know, and it is undisputed, at 100 miles, you go 176 feet per minute. We know that there was a black box. We know it takes 17 seconds to go from 50 to 100. Those are all uncontroverted facts. The prosecution has to establish the purpose in those 17 seconds. That's the evidence that we have if we went from 50 to 100. So we're asking you to find that my client purposely did that. And what? Oh, okay. I thought he was just saying, like, yeah, she's guilty. So they're asking you to find that my client purposely did that and came to that decision in 19 seconds. If you want to look at this in the light most favorable to the state, that speed is reckless. We know that the lighting conditions, lighting, not, oh yeah, okay. We know what the lighting conditions are at that time of night because we heard from a witness that it was not well lit and it was dark. Well, that's weird because we saw street lights when the drone flew through it. We heard that it was dark. We also have the actual images. So 17 to 19 seconds. It is also uncontroverted that I think it's between 1.7 and 2 seconds before the crash of the black box goes off because of a hard 180-degree turn to the right. And we know from the drone that if you're driving, you can't see the stop sign until you're about 50 feet away. We also know from the prosecutor's testimony in the light most favorable to them that my client's phone was only there one time before, the day before. I don't quite understand that, but that's what it said. Yeah, that's pretty hard to explain away. He had Thanks for bringing it up and reminding her. So you have someone driving down a road that is not in the greatest shape in the light most favorable to them. 2 points are this. How can you purposely come to that conclusion in such a short period of time for a 17-year-old, now a 19-year-old girl? The only interference that you can make from that hard right turn is that she tried to avoid the potential crash. No. And that it went to the right, as all the witnesses said it hit a curb as she went airborne, and then she lost control. I don't think so. Many of the witnesses from the state, including some of their experts, especially Mr. Sargent, said it was reckless driving. So I don't feel like there's any evidence whatsoever of purpose. Thank you, state. Thank you, Your Honor. First, in regards to counts 1 and 2, the purposeful conduct of the defendant in causing the deaths of Davion and Dominic, we know that this crash was not caused by a medical emergency that contributed to the crash. It was not caused by a failure of the Toyota. It was not caused by impaired driving. The defendant, in fact, did drive from Brushwood residence across town through various intersections and traffic lights for some 3 miles. She controlled the car the whole way. That goes to her state of mind, her purposefulness of arriving at the ultimate crash scene where she carried this act out. She visited that site 3 days prior She visited that site 3 days prior based on the GPS coordinates of her own phone. The video of her turning from Pearl Road onto Progress shows purposefulness and deliberate driving conduct from the defendant. The blinker is engaged. She slows down and she turns into that she slows down and she turns onto that 7/10 of a mile road. She shouldn't have even been on Progress. That's not the way she went to Paul's house Redacted's home. And it makes no sense for her to be going through that route at 5:30 on a Sunday morning. Control. It is impossible to conceive that a 3,000-pound machine could go the length of Progress Drive and not be controlled. The defendant told us, she told Dominic's mother in a text message, I remember turning onto Progress and I remember everything fading to black. She wants you to believe that the car went 100 miles an hour down Progress Drive by itself and ended up buried in the Plidco building with her Prada slipper on the gas pedal still buried in the floor. 100% acceleration. She never once touched the brake. That's the difference of purposeful conduct. The burden of the state has for the knowingly and the felonious cell counts to prove the underlying for the felony murder. See everything that I just repeated, Your Honor. The same evidence indicates her knowing actions. We think, when seen in the light most favorable to the state at this point in the case, Your Honor, we clear Rule 29 and ask you to deny the defendant's motion. Well, I don't agree with the defense that the court is only permitted to consider 17 seconds of conduct. The instructions say purpose is a decision of the mind to do. Whoa. Okay. I don't know if she's reading this or she just memorized it, but she's about to drop a few mic drops right here. The instructions say purpose is a decision of the mind to do an act with a conscious objective of The instructions say purpose is a decision of the mind to do an act with a conscious objective of producing a specific result or engaging in a specific conduct. To do an act purposely is to do it intentionally and not accidentally. The purpose with which a person does an act is known only to herself unless she expressed it to others or indicated it by her own conduct. The purpose with which a person does an act or brings out a result is determined from the manner in which it has been done and the means used. All other factors and circumstances are in evidence. I disagree that the state has not met the significant burden to survive a Rule 29, and your motions are all denied. Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye. Your case, the defendant, raise your right hand. Wait a minute. The defendant, to maintain the issues on her part, Allison. Oh, we have another witness. Oh, the defense is up. All right. We're going to call it a night. All right. I'm coming over to say hello to my friends, and we are going to call it a night because that was wild. All right, I'm coming over to say hello to my friends. Thanks for flying Con Air. Oh my God. I feel like I just molded into this chair. Hello, my friends. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for flying in the friendly skies. Whew. What's going on, everyone? I help them file a restraining order to force girls. Hi, everyone. What's going on? Cindy. Hi, Cindy. What's going on, Debbie? Hi, Debbie. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Freedom. Who is that? Freedom. Hi, Freedom Fighter. Hello, Cindy, Debbie, Freedom. Where's Bobby? Is Bobby here? Bobby. Lisa Jackson. Hello. Hi, Reels. Hey, Reels. Hello. Yeah, you definitely should go back to school, Reels. Oh, Bobby's here. Bobby, welcome to the party. We've been missing you. I'm from Medicine Hat, Alberta. Woo! Awesome. I'll put a plug. We did just read about plugs. I'm gonna pull up my map. I can't show it to you guys in the background, or else I get you can't hear me. Yay! I should probably stop saying state and just say locations. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Cindy. Bobby Smalls. Thanks, Bobby. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us on this roller coaster. Sorry, I did get highly annoyed with them, but they lost, so I just have to remind her that. All right, team, let's talk tomorrow. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. Grab the limited time Conair swag. Well, it's limited time Mackenzie Shirilla swag. I don't think I'm over the Conair thing, but for now, we'll just do it a limited time. Anyway, we have swag, we have what the fuck, and we have bet. And we have all day off tomorrow. So I am coming to hang out with you guys. I don't know the time yet, but I will post it. I really like to clean tomorrow, and I have a couple of things I'd like to do. But I will be around probably around lunchtime, Eastern Standard Time. And thanks for hanging out, you guys. That was it. I don't know why I'm annoyed, but I'm going to put all these videos in order because I can't imagine them bringing up more, but you know which ones I'm going to put in? The bubblegum song when she talks about dying for you. When I don't know if you played that. He must have played it after the defense rested and they were doing it. I bet he did it in closing arguments. She must have just lost it. I would have been like, oh my God, I'm done. There's a video that I have of her before and after. But the video last night got copyrighted. So I fought it because it's like a courtroom. There's all kinds of Freedom of Information Act things. So I fought it all, but I had to cut it out until the appeal goes through. Whether it gets denied or not, I don't know. But I fought it because it's a courtroom. All right. I do have a video. Let me make sure it hasn't been dinged yet. I think this is Mackenzie. Oh, no, this is her mother making a fool of herself. All right. The one video I wanted to show you is when she's in juvie and she's like super cocky. Maybe I'll start tomorrow with that one, actually. That way you don't have to wait for me. Thanks for flying these friendly skies. Thank you for acting like a doll. It's not even that. Thanks for following the 2 rules. Just don't be a dick. And what was the other one? Act like we're in English lit. Thank you all so much for coming, liking, sharing, subscribing. Replay crew, I love you. Thank you for coming. We are going to depart. Prepare your tray tables. We're going to land. Thanks for the smooth flight, everyone. We made it. And tomorrow, I will see you again, probably around lunchtime. I'd like to get up and clean, and then we'll wrap up court. I'd really like to go back into. I want to go back into her social media. It's wild, and I found the Balenciaga bag. Maybe that needs its own moment, because what I want to do is it proves intent. We've been talking about this since the text messages. That if she got that Balenciaga bag, because even Dom was calling her out for being manipulative, like you're only doing this because you want the Balenciaga bag, and then in her text messages somewhere, she got it. It was like a $3,000 bag, and I took a screenshot of it. But we'll go into that on its own day, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We're on Conair. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants, and we love being cool and normal. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll post it once I get up and get going so that we can all hang out. And then I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for flying these friendly skies, everyone. Love you all. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the things. We're going to make it to 10,000, you're going to help us. We want to compete with the boys. Oh, drop your city, state, country in the, you don't have to do the country if it's like a city or a state, but if you're in outside of the US, drop it in and I'll put it on the map and I'll update it for tomorrow so we can see where everyone's from. With that, I will love you and leave you. It's been real. Thanks for hanging out. I love you guys. Thanks for being the best. Thank you to the Con Air flight crew. I couldn't do it without you guys. You're amazing. I love you. Good night.